Wait, let's look at Korryn's ass. There you go, perfect. But it's hidden by the news. Oh well. Wait. Before that, before the event, I want to watch the PV first. PV. PV. Eh? Why isn't it opening? Ah, there you go. There you go. Let's watch the PV and the character PV, and then we proceed to the event. Let's like that. I haven't watched this one.
Scorching sand, clear skies, and the blazing sun. Hop in the car and put the pedal to the metal.
Is that Hella? Damn, it's the wild, wild west. Korryn, hot.
Be patient, darling. Get in line. We've got enough ammo.
What kind of ammo are you talking about?
Hey there. Did you rest well? Want a sip of my special cactus pick-me-up to refresh yourself?
Sure. She wants a sip of the special what's that cocktail? Did I hear that right?
So, my little apothecary has finally gained some fame that even the chief of Minos came in person.
You know, I am so tempted to get that skin. Maybe I should.
No worries. Half of this place is under my name. Just party on and crank it up. I'll cover all the mess. It's all good.
The new interrogations, oh boy. I guess we should read that. What minigame is that? Yeehaw! It really is the wild, wild west. But it's actually White Sands, right? We're just in White Sands. Where is it? This one. Okay. Borderland town.
To make it in White Sands, you need a weapon that's not just powerful.
Damn.
But looks badass too. Check this out.
Korryn hot.
Way cooler than a revolver, right? Want me to hook you up with a pair?
That's her ACVR, if I remember correctly.
Come on. Let's go for a ride in White Sands. Oh, I mean, let's take on a patrol in White Sands. Chief?
Also, I saw one of her interactions in what is that? What do you call that part of the game? Wait, let's go back. I saw her interactions in here. What do you call this place? I forgot. I suck at remembering things. She actually stole a lot of things with the MBCC peeps. And then she tried to hide inside the chief's office. The supervision. Okay, the supervision interaction was quite funny with Korryn. I guess she steals stuff, huh? On to the event we go.
I have to show you a grand adventure unique to White Sands.
Don't tell me we got kidnapped again.
Scorching sand, clear skies, and the blazing sun. Get a new hairstyle, throw on some light clothes, hop in the car, and put the pedal to the metal. A fight to the death against desperados. That's the most common beginning of an adventure story. Of course, there will be bounty hunters too. They're all the same. Cunning, yet generous. Bang! They always hit the bullseye with a wide grin. The wind, the car races, and the sand that gets into your mouth from all the laughter. Blow it up. Blow it up!
Blow it.
Dazzle everyone with a mind-blowing hero's entrance.
I don't know, man, but I think my mind is in the gutter. Just because she keeps... I think it was something else when she says, blow it up, blow it up. Blow what up?
Who's the hero? Do you even need to ask? Of course, it's the great hero who beat the desert bandits, tamed the bounty hunters, and defeated all the chumps.
Bounty my ass! Connecting corns in your own fucking skin first! What am I driving? I don't have a license!
Oh my god, Bella looks adorable. She's grown up, I think. Wait, is the chief not involved in this event? Because it seems like the point of view is Hela and Korryn's. The engine roars and bullets whiz through the air. Hela screams as she grips the dune buggy's steering wheel.
I haven't even sat in the driver's seat much, let alone get a license! If we crash into something, we're all fucking down!
I miss you too, Hela. The figure next to Hela leisurely flicks the brim of her hat and gazes at the relentless pursuers behind with a smile.
Don't worry, it's no biggie. There's a first for everything. I was around your age when I first drove too. This is the steering wheel, and that's the gas pedal. Got it? Now drive!
How about the brake? Oh dear, she didn't teach about the brakes. Oh well. We are so dead. Oh.
Ah! We're flipping! We're gonna flip over!
What the fuck? What an entrance. Bounty hunt. Adventure in lawless place. Losers lose all and winners win the bounty. This is the rule bounty hunters live by. Oh, so Korryn is a bounty hunter?
Get ready. There will be blood.
A few hours ago, Marketplace, White Sands region. I didn't know that White Sands is like the Wild West. Or maybe a portion of it is. The market is bustling with small stalls and crowded with people. Caravans passing through White Sands stop here to replenish supplies and gather information, while some merchants try to sell off surplus goods. Blending into the crowd, a small group inconspicuously slipped into the marketplace.
Stay alert. The target is cunning. We need to gather as much intelligence as possible. We must not lose track of it.
Damn, Horu is here. Oh, and this is her grown-up form. Oh no, it's not boys. Horu, is it okay to leave that MBCC girl alone in the car?
It's really dangerous here. It's for her own good to leave her there. She'll understand.
Oh boy. I think she's talking about Hela. They left her in the car. But what if someone steals the car?
First things first. Let's move.
Horo gestures to the other Legion members, and they quietly throw on their cloaks, disappearing into the crowd. The bustle of the market offers the Legion excellent cover, but it's not quite as kind to the little tail trailing behind them.
Damn it! There are too many people here. How did Horo and the others disappear with just a few turns?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What the fuck? You left the car.
Did they find out I was tailing them and ditch me on purpose? No way. Just trying to learn from you guys. It's not like I'll hold you back. Why do you have to keep me out? I'm not that useless. Seriously.
After struggling to navigate through the crowd, Hella finally finds a high vantage point. Standing on her tiptoes, she scans the crowd to find no trace of her target. Hella ruffles her hair in frustration, takes a deep breath, and exhales loudly.
Who cares? I will definitely get stronger as long as I keep trying. All right. I need some intel now. Crowded places are always good for intel.
There's a little stall nearby where shabby parasols cast shade over a low table. Next to the table is a tall wooden board with a few wanted posters fluttering in the dry wind. And the wanted individuals are sitting and having a blast right under their own wanted posters. What?
Keep going. I just scored some pricey goods. My luck is on fire.
On the table, dice rattles happily inside wooden beer mugs. The wanted posters over their heads do not ruin the Desert Bandits' mood at all, playing cards and bragging about their haul loudly.
Goods? I remember Horo mentioned something about keeping an eye on some goods too. I'll listen in for you.
She crouches low and carefully sneaks closer to the Desert Bandits, trying to catch snippets of their conversation. Luckily, her tiptoeing goes unnoticed in this overly busy market. To her disappointment, the bandits' conversations hold little substance, just talk of food, drinks, fun, and loot. There's no mention of the pricey goods at all. Hella listens for so long that her legs nearly go numb, but she still learns nothing of importance. Until a figure brushes past Hella towards the Desert Bandits and takes a seat at their table. Oh boy. Hi, Jin! Welcome, welcome. The sun shines on the hot ground. Oh, headbang! It's Korryn's entrance, I guess. The sun shines on the hot ground, and the gentle breeze rustles the thick layers of wanted posters. The woman removes her hat, locks her eyes with the bandits, and speaks in a relaxed tone.
Playing a game? Can I join? Dice? Poker? Or how about something more thrilling?
Bang? Korryn, hot! A wanted poster is slapped onto the table. It's the one of the Desert Bandit leader.
How about a bounty game? Long time no see, old buddy. Pulled off some big heists recently. Your bounty's gone up quite a bit. Congrats.
Wait, is that lizard her pet or something?
Bounty hunter. Korryn, this is not your place to talk.
What? Don't want to see me? Feeling scared? Don't want to play some cards? Or maybe...
The green lizard perched on the woman's rifle darts its eyes around.
Oh, I get it. You're afraid you can't even beat a little lizard. And then I'll send you back in, right?
Oh, before she even finishes her words, the table is flipped over with great force. A desert bandit suddenly attacks, heading straight for Korryn. The woman's movements too fast to follow. She doesn't even fire her rifle, but simply knocks the enemy to the ground with the butt of her gun. Oh, she's good. Disregarding the glares of the other desert bandits, Korryn puts on her hat with panache and pulls out another wanted poster from her pocket to compare.
Wow, you're the one with the highest bounty. Looks like I'm in luck today. How about the rest of you? Want to come at me all at once?
Can I be in line also?
Damn you! Who the hell do you think you are?
Wait, this dude sounds like Mexican. Okay, I dig that. Seeing their leader knocked to the ground, the other bandits grow furious and dash toward Korryn, but their fallen leader stops them.
Wait a sec. Why is my pocket so light?
Oh boy.
Something's wrong. Where's my stuff?
Not only is she a bounty hunter, she also steals stuff. I see. The goods are missing. The bandit leader glares at Korryn, but the bounty hunter shrugs innocently, as if to say it has nothing to do with her.
Boss, everything we robbed this morning is gone! The boxes we put there are gone too! Carajo! There's a thief! A thief!
The crowd of onlookers finally starts to stir. Everyone frantically checks their pockets to see if they've been picked. And Hela, who has been watching the farce throughout, can't hold back her laughter any longer. Wait, is it her fault? It's too late to cover her mouth. Her snickering face is spotted by the bandits at the crime scene. Their eyes meet, and Hela finally gets a good look at his face. It's the same old dumb desert bandit she tangled with the last time she came to White Sands. Oh, that event? Was that the first event? The good news is Hela is wearing a new outfit today to secretly follow Horo. Plus, it's been 2 years. He's probably long forgotten her.
Boss,
Probably.
this girl looks familiar. She's a cop from this city. Hey! Was it you who stole our stuff?
Oh boy. The bad news is these desert bandits might be dumb, but their memory is sharp.
What cop? A cop in White Sands? You got the wrong person, bro. I proudly serve Syndicate Legion Commander Horo, the shorty with the big axe. We're childhood buds. I knew her when she was just this tall.
As she speaks, she gestures to the height of her knees.
Legion?
The crowd hesitates upon hearing that famous name. The Legion's reputation does work wonders even outside Syndicate.
No, wait. Legion my ass. I recognize you. You're that damn BBQC cop who beat us up 2 years ago.
It's MBCC, stupid.
BBQC! No. What BBQ? I really don't know what you're talking about. The Legion left a long time ago.
You little vixen. Still lying? I'll break your leg.
Playing dumb didn't work. Time to run. Without a second thought, Hela dashes off, not forgetting to flip a finger back at them.
So, you want things the hard way, huh? I just wasn't in the mood to stir up trouble. It's not because I'm scared of you.
Atta girl. Passing a corner, Hela suddenly kicks over a nearby stall. The toppled wooden board forms a shield in the narrow passage. The Rat Queen of Syndicate spins around and grabs a pipe, preparing to face the enemy.
Break my leg? Ha! I haven't been in the Syndicate all these years for nothing. I'll grow a new leg for every one you break. Come on, let's go one-on-one. Wonder how long you White Sands punks could last.
Wait, no, we really don't have Chief. Oh. So, this Chief, what's this? Is she taking a break right now? Cause seems like it. Cause the one in the Chief spot is Hela.
Execution time. If this scene could be reenacted, what would be your...
I should switch to a cooler battle model next time.
Maybe I should just use reticle in here. Make them go pew pew pew.
I don't have much to contribute on the front.
Let's go! Time for a big heist!
But I don't know what she uses. Oh, okay. We'll use this one. Shalom doesn't have her equipment. Oh my god. Maybe we'll just use this one instead. Yeah, let's just use this. Even though this is not for recommended equipment, but that is fine.
Let's go! Time for a big heist!
Execution time.
If this scene could be reenacted.
What? Langley
what
doesn't
would
have
be
equipment also. Ah,
your
okay.
choice?
You White Sands punks have no fucking shame! A whole lot of you ganging up on one little girl? Come on and fight me one-on-one!
Get her!
More bandits close in. Escape is Hella's specialty, but this isn't Syndicate, and Hella is unfamiliar with the terrain. She soon gets surrounded. Hella jumps onto a pile of goods, whacking whoever tries to approach. As she swings her pipe, someone grabs her arm from behind, pulling her backward.
Follow me! This way!
Oh, she got saved by Korryn. Hella is led through twists and turns, running around the market several times before finally ducking into a hidden corner. The two squat behind a wooden fence. The desert bandits don't notice this little hideout and run past shouting. Hella, panting heavily, finally gets a chance to look at her savior. Korryn notices her gaze and turns to smile back at Hella.
Are you that bounty hunter?
Yep, that's me, the best bounty hunter in White Sands. And this is my trusty partner, Sheriff the Lizard.
The name of the lizard is Sheriff. The lizard flicks its tail at Hella to say hi.
You can call me Korryn, or any other nice words you can think of. It's all good. As for you, little one, are you a cop or with the Legion?
Korryn looks at Hella inquisitively. The scrapes from her recent fight are healing rapidly. Hella's eyes dart around and she quickly speaks up.
Why would the cops hire a child? We Legionnaires are the mortal enemies of the cops. We beat them up, stole their clothes, then beat up the desert bandits in their clothes. It's all a misunderstanding. If we weren't so scattered now, I would have summoned 800 fellow Legionnaires to pummel them silly. Well, that's not important now. Getting away is our priority. Could you please cover me, pretty lady? The Legion will definitely thank you big time later.
The bounty hunter ponders, seemingly not convinced that a kid can offer much of a reward.
Thank me, huh? How big of a reward are we talking about? We bounty hunters have a clear price tag.
I'll thank you with the chariot! Plus a month's salary of some big dummy as your pocket money.
The bluff slips out easily. Korryn pauses, then bursts into laughter.
Salary? All right then, for the sake of our fateful encounter.
Wait, don't tell me that's the salary of Chief. Oh god. We're already broke and she's gonna take the Chief's salary? Oh, ripperonis. She pulls out the crumpled wanted poster from her pocket, showing the desert bandits' portrait to Hella.
The desert bandits chasing you just stole someone else's hypercube, but they didn't keep an eye on it. Now they're taking it out on you, thinking you're the thief who stole their loot. These guys are incompetent, but they hold grudges like no other. It's not easy to escape. Let me think.
Footsteps echo on the other side of the fence. Korryn quickly holds her breath, shielding Hela with her body, and looks out warily. The desert bandits are back. There's only one path outside the hiding spot, and they'll soon search here.
Shit! We're cornered!
Don't worry. These desert bandits always stick together. Beat them on the left and more will come from the right. It's like fighting cockroaches. They're not that strong, but just won't die. However, this fighting style has many loopholes. If you find a gap in their encirclement, you can easily slip away.
Korryn speaks in a light-hearted manner, as if everything is under control, and that beating the desert bandits is as simple as swatting bugs. Hela can hardly see Korryn's backlit face clearly, but she can't help but grab her outstretched hand.
By the way, what's your name, miss?
Hela. I just go by Hela.
Nice to meet you, little Hela. It's a bit sudden, but get ready and take a deep breath. Time to make a run for it!
Oh, before the girl can react, Korryn yanks Hela into her arms and kicks over the wooden fence in front of them.
So there you are. Get 'em, boys!
The bandit leader barely finishes his sentence before Korryn kicks him over. Hela stutters as Korryn pulls her forward. She looks up and sees Korryn's big smile.
Let's go! I'm gonna take you for some thrills. Look at all this fancy stuff. Sorry, all mine now.
Look at all those fancy stuff. I'm looking respectfully, ma'am. Sand, clear sky, sunshine, and a gas pedal that can't let up one slam down.
I'll count to 3. Surrender quickly, or I'll get down and beg.
That's Donald, isn't it? A shabby buggy speeds past, staring up a cloud of dust. The desert bandits are still in hot pursuit.
Holy cow! You know how to drift? That's so cool!
Like it?
Love it! That old dummy drove by the rules. So boring and slow. Finally, I get to enjoy the ride!
I got a feeling they'll be best friends. Seeing Hela's excited face, the bounty hunter laughs heartily.
Great! There's no one to stop us in White Sands. We can drive as fast as we want. Come, little Hela, you hit the gas.
Saying this, Korryn leaps from the driver's seat, grabs Hela by the collar, and drops her in the driver's seat. Then she turns around, gun aimed toward the back.
What? No! I've only ever been a passenger! Come back here!
Your short arms are perfect for driving, darling. You'll be fine. You're easily a natural who, like those daredevils, simply won't crash. Just floor it and hold tight to the wheel.
Oh my good lord.
As for me,
Korryn gets her rifle loaded.
I have to show you a grand adventure unique to White Sands.
Holy shit!
There's a lot of Hela cursing in just the first few parts of the story. Holy shit!
Ready?
What is this? What does this do? Maybe it... I didn't read, but maybe it breaks course. I'll just try. Hi, Caramel! Welcome! Did you get your Korryn? Ah, wait, no, what? Oh my fucking god, what is happening? But well, at least she's in the standard banner. And I think, fuck Crash, I know, right? Fuck Crash indeed.
We're flipping! We're gonna flip over!
S3 Crash, man. That sucks.
Let's go.
Head The shabby dune buggy burst out, bouncing a few times on the ground before finally stabilizing. Hella is sitting in the driver's seat, scared but safe. Korryn tries to lean out and shoot, but nearly gets hit by bullets from behind.
Can't hit him. Need a better position.
Give it up now!
Another wave of gunfire crackles. The shabby little buggy speeds along the transport route, trailed by shrieking desert bandits. Holding down her hat with one hand, Korryn finally gets a chance to glance back at the trembling Hella.
Steering wheel? Gas pedal? Gears? Wait, which one's the brake?
She didn't say where's the brake!
Oh, it's simple. Hold the wheel tight and floor the gas. The brake. What of it? You won't need it.
Girl, you're gonna crash!
Why am I the one driving?
I miss Hella so much. She steps down the gas pedal all the way, pushing the vehicle to its limits, but the bandits are still closing in. Misfortunes always come in bundle. A flash appears in the rear view mirror. A gleaming cannon barrel is aimed right at the little shabby buggy.
Little Hella, get ready. We're gonna jump out of the car.
What?
Now.
Korryn grabs the steering wheel, slams it to the left, and the car instantly veers off course. The rifle muzzle flares and traces of mania crawl up the shooter's face. The sinner shooter spins around and fires. The bullet hits the engine of the vehicle behind.
Bullseye.
The next second, flames shoot skyward. The two are blown away by the explosion's shockwave, landing in the sand below the cliff. She's crazy. But she seems to be like a fun Onesan to be with. Oh, Yanching wannabe, I know, right? We hate Yanching. I guess you're hating Crash now, huh? The wind sweeps across the sand. The entire area is deserted. Half a ruined car frame tilts on the sand. Parts and metal scraps are scattered everywhere, while the near-totaled engine emits a puff of black smoke. Rustle, rustle. What? A green lizard scurries across the sand, leaving a trail of tiny footprints. It carefully circles the ground and finally finds a softer patch of sand, patting it gently with its claws. Puff! A hand bursts through the sand. Korryn crawls out, pulling out a coughing Hella with her.
Little Hella. Hey, snap out of it. Still alive? Still mad? Oh, come on. You did great. Here, if it helps, you can pinch my left cheek to let off some steam. Please be gentle. My skin's delicate. I can't take too much pain.
She's saying, please be gentle, my skin's delicate, and yet proceeds to wear very revealing clothing, I see. And mind you, we're in the desert. Korryn actually leans her face closer, only to find Hella looking up with shining eyes.
That was awesome! Didn't expect driving to be this fun! Is bounty hunting always this thrilling? I had a blast! I really wish that Dummy and Hikate were here to see this. When we were retreating, they wouldn't let me touch the wheel. But look at me now! I'm a fantastic driver!
But, you know, you're gonna crash if you're inside the city. You know that, right?
That name sounds familiar.
Korryn seems to ponder something. Hella quickly waves her hand to change the subject.
Oh, and that shot of yours! The last one! Bang! It made the desert bandits bite the dust! So cool! Can you teach me? I want to be a badass like you. This is why I left the city!
She's her idol now. Hella wields her pipe like a gun, striking a cool shooting pose. Korryn bursts into laughter. Are we getting a newer version of Hella that wields a gun? Probably. I want to see if we're gonna get a reticle Hella coming soon.
What's so funny? I'm serious. You saw how I helped earlier, right? Even though I didn't know how to drive, I took you on a wild ride. I'm a quick learner. Please teach me. After what we've been through together, we are now kind of, partners, right?
Of course. I'm delighted to meet a partner like you.
But the wind suddenly picks up. As the blazing sun starts to set, the wind in White Sands gradually turns cold. Hella gets hit by the chill and sneezes hard.
See, the wind in White Sands is deadly. After a whole day of adventure, the heroes need to find a place to rest.
Korryn checks the sun to determine the direction and makes a decision.
We're not far from the old route. There's a place nearby where we can stay. The town's small, but we will probably be able to get a new car. So, can you still walk?
After a long, bumpy journey, Hella finally sees her destination before her legs give out. It's really small town. It's really a small town, nestled in the lee of a massive wall of sand. The buildings are old and look like they'll soon be swallowed up by the sand. A wooden sign hangs over the town's gate. If that shaky frame can even be called one. Looking up, Hella sees a few big letters carved on it. It's a really simple word. Even Hella can read it out.
Tuco?
Guess what I caught on camera? Ta-da! It's the
Welcome to Tuco. An oasis in the desert, a traveler's paradise, and the perfect vacation spot, really. It looks like those typical Wild Wild West towns where, people just shoot at each other if they're pissed
new
off.
job? All right, let's give our best.
That's right. This is Tuco. He's an oasis in the desert, a traveler's paradise, and the perfect vacation spot. No trip to White Sands is complete without visiting Tuco.
I love his accent.
Now let me show you the grandest building in Tuco, the magnificent, unparalleled Tuco Palace. Yeehaw!
Yeehaw! Oh, it's a little boy. What's with that disappointed looks?
So, what do you think? Impressed?
This is the magnificent, unparalleled Tuco Palace?
Hella looks up at the dilapidated building covered in cracks. The welcome sign overhead looks ready to fall at any moment. A little gray mouse pokes its head out from the sign, staring at her. Looking down, a woman clutching a... how do you pronounce this? Vihuela lies unconscious at the front entrance. In front of her are two suspicious figures, one with shifty eyes and the other around Hella's age. They are striking strange poses.
Welcome to Tuco Motel, my dear guest.
The motel owner's attitude is warm and friendly. She emphasized the words Tuco Motel with particular clarity.
I'm in charge of this place. Please call me Mira.
Hi, Miss Mira. You look amazing.
That big loudmouth is right, the town sheriff. The little loudmouth is Timmy, one of our Tuco kids. They're not bad people. Just a little bit odd.
Ignoring the men in the ill-fitting uniform muttering about the grand desert hotel, Mira shuffles over and lowers her voice mysteriously. Her gaze flickers and drifts towards Hella's side. Hella turns her head, just in time to see Korryn entering and ordering food like a regular.
They're actually quite honest, compared to some people.
You mean... her?
That's right. In White Sands, the ones you should be most wary of are bounty hunters. They only care about money, not people. Today, they're your friend. Tomorrow, they could be after your life.
Oh boy. I thought Korryn is a nice Onesan from her appearance, but I guess we can't be too sure just yet.
Jeez. Are those bounty hunters really that despicable?
I have a friend who's a bounty hunter. She's been sneaky from a young age and only hangs out with a lizard. She says that friends should always stick together. But in reality, if she sets her eyes on something, she'll snatch it by any means.
She's talking about Korryn. Oh, they're BFFs? Oh, I see. They're BFFs. I wonder if they have a interesting history together. I guess we'll see. The description is so familiar. Hella just had a really bumpy trip with such a bounty hunter.
That person wouldn't happen to also wear a white hat, would she?
Long hair, white hat, and a lizard.
Mira nods to each word. A few meters away, Korryn turns her head, cheeks puffed with food as she meets their gazes. She points at herself.
Me?
You need to finish your assignment. Okay. Good luck with assignments, Caramel.
Just you. It's you.
Damn, this drunken lady. The picture looks sus. if it's out of context, what in the actual fuck? Tempted to do EX chapter later. In Path to Nowhere? You're desperate. Okay. Good luck. I think last core has a guide, so you'll be good, I think. You're all good. The woman with that vihuela, who was lying unconscious by the front entrance earlier, suddenly stands up shakily and points a trembling finger at Korryn. Helena looks pretty. I know, right? And her dress, damn. Her back is fully exposed.
Oh no. Maggie's at it again.
Oh, this drunken lady is Maggie. I see. I kind of regret not buying Chelsea frame. It will suit her. I think so, yeah. Because of the color scheme, huh?
You promised me that we'll dine and dash together. You said that this signal was smashing a glass.
What is happening?
But you left me behind. I was stuck washing dishes for a week. Before they finally let me go.
Oh my god, so you cannot trust Korryn, huh? And also, I love her accent. She sounds Mexican. She suddenly grabs Korryn and shakes her wildly.
Wait, you've got the wrong person. It's not me.
Uh-huh. Are you sure? The bounty hunter tries to argue, but her denial clearly triggers the drunkard even more.
Lying again. You liar. You bastard.
Wait, don't tell me you broke her heart also. It looks too good. You have Helena in your wallpaper engine. Oh my, that seems so good. Is it the one where her face is close up? The one in the PV. I love that. I love that one.
I won't let you go until you admit your crimes. I'll keep watching. I'll keep...
The recently eaten food churns in Korryn's stomach as she gets violently shaken. She has to cover her mouth in agony. Oh boy. Korryn closes her eyes, raising her hands in surrender.
Stop shaking me.
Oh my god, she's gonna barf on her. This is going to be messy. No. The one where she hugs her kid. That one is good also. Hydrate. Okay, I will hydrate. Ah, wait, that's old already. 52 minutes. I thought that's 52 seconds ago. Oh, never mind. I like that one also. But I specifically prefer the one where she's close up and then she's crying. That one looks so darn good.
I admit it was me, okay? I just finished eating. I really don't want to throw up.
Oh god, the drunken woman suddenly releases her grip and Korryn, caught off guard, falls sideways from the chair and crashes hard onto the floor.
What a dummy!
Drink? Okay, I'll drink. I'll hydrate. Yeah, water is nice. Her vision suddenly darkens, prompting Hela to look up. She's suddenly pulled into a warm embrace, the scent of alcohol, rich perfume, and exotic spices swirling around her, overwhelming her senses. Maggie clings to the young girl, tears streaming down her face, but her hands are tightly wrapped around the girl's neck. You know what? The NPCs and the events really looks amazing in Past and Nowhere.
You're so young, so naive. You can't let this wicked liar harm you.
Yeah, listen to Maggie.
No! The person who messed with you is over there! Why the hell are you grabbing me?
Look at how cute you are. And your clothes are brand new. You're
Hi,
obviously an easy target.
Hi, Maury. Welcome. I hope you're at home safe and sound already. And warm. Gasping for air, Hela's face twists as she desperately pries at Maggie's choking grip, calling for help. You're still at work, damn.
Let go of me! Korryn! Korryn!
Beside the struggling pair, Korryn lies curled up on the ground, clutching her stomach in agony, barely able to fend for herself. Luckily, before Hela completely suffocates, the kind-hearted motel owner steps in.
Maggie, let go.
You're wearing a t-shirt at -3? Are you okay? Don't. You need to bundle up with, especially if it's negative temperatures. The grip around her neck loosens. Hela finally breathes in some fresh air.
I'm really sorry. Maggie loses control whenever she drinks. This meal's on me, as an apology to you.
Oh, she's so nice. Thank you for the free meal.
Oh?
Oh, indeed. Hela turns and locks eyes with the bounty hunter lying underground.
Seize the deal.
Well, it's on the table.
I think they share the same brain cells. Reaching a consensus, the two little stinkers exchange knowing smiles. Yup, definitely.
You're too kind. I don't mind at all. We're all family here.
Uh-huh. Korryn raises her arm, and her lizard obediently perches on the back of her hand. The lizard sheriff starts dancing on her hand as she voices him like a ventriloquist.
Better accept graciously. Better accept graciously.
You sweat and a little sunburn at -3? What the? She can't read. That's very difficult to pronounce. Never mind. There's nothing a free lunch can't fix. If there is, just throw in a cold drink with unlimited refills. Tender steak paired with juicy cactus slices, followed by big gulps of icy mint tea. There's no greater comfort for Hela after a long day. Drunken Maggie is already curled up asleep in the corner, finally bringing a rare quiet to the restaurant. Korryn sips the last of her drink and crunches the ice in her mouth.
Now that we've escaped and had a proper meal, what's your next move?
Borrow a car to find the Legion?
Borrow a car?
Borrow a car. I know you're gonna steal one. Korryn lifts her chin and gestures for Hela to take in their surroundings. It's hard not to sigh at the sight of the shabby Tuco palace.
Are you sure there's a car here you can borrow?
Don't worry, we're remote, but there are local products that need to be taken to the market for sale. There are trucks around. We rarely have out-of-town visitors. The townsfolk will be thrilled to see you.
Mira clears away the dishes and gets ready to take Hela to borrow a car. Until a sudden commotion erupts outside. What now?
Who are you?
Eh?
What did you do to the others?
Eh?
Someone help!
Yeah, this kid became bonkers. I don't know.
Where
what's
are
happening.
those two wenches?
Oh boy.
If you don't speak up, I'll crush you too.
Oh, the people, the bandits who are after them. Oh god. Hela recognizes the intruder's voice and jumps up from her chair.
It's those desert bandits! They found us!
Oh boy. They brought the town trouble. They might get kicked out at this rate. Tap Hela's diary to enter the map of Tuco. And then... something interesting seems to have happened in Tuco. They bought the ugly bastards. You're right, how did you know? To start an event on the list. Tap go to start an event on the list. Okay. You please, someone save me. I don't wanna die in Tuco like this. Of course it's Maggie again. She's now bawling as she grasps the iron railings, beer bottles rolling around her like always. Hela flinches and tries to back away the moment she recognizes Maggie, but she's not quick enough. Maggie lunges forward, wrapping her in a bear hug and clinging to her legs again. You're my only hope. I haven't paid my drink tabs for 3 months. If I didn't pay today, Mir will never let me back in. Let go of me. I don't have any money. I lost my wallet once already, and when you say drink tabs, you're not talking about water, are you? I'll make you a deal. You want to become stronger, right? Pay my tabs and I'll teach you the Tuco way to become stronger. A secret no outsider has ever learned. Train for 1 day and you unlock your chi flows. By 2, you'll be able to break boulders with your bare hands. By day 3, you'll be tearing corruptors apart with your fingertips. This sounds like a scam. Wow, that's insane. What happens if I keep training after that? Instead of answering, the drunken woman springs to her feet and pulls Hela toward Tuco Square. I can't remember what comes next. Let's find out together. Stop dragging me around. What? DM something. Wait, let me see. What is happening in here? Ooh, wait. Oh my god, Flora! That's not the right plant to plant! Anyway, amazing food as always, Mori. Nom noms. Nom noms. Yeah. The one with Flora is quite disturbing. That's not the kind of plant you should grow in your house. It's called Tuco Palace, but it looks nothing like the name. Tuco Motel would be a more honest name. Are we done? Ah, yeah, I think we are. Okay. Interlopers. Like cockroaches, desert bandits have a way of getting into every nook and cranny. Uncle Snoopy, D-O-double-G, yup.
The smell here is suffocating.
Tell me, where are the goods? Where are those two wenches?
We didn't steal anything, well, unless Korryn stole something. I think Hela didn't steal it.
No idea. I don't know anything.
Both young and old are playing dumb with me, huh?
Here's the ugly bastard again. Timmy is thrown to the ground. Beside him, a uniformed Wright is gagged and bound, unable to move. Oh, the useless sheriff got gagged and bound. The desert bandit leader viciously kicks Wright's stomach a few times when he can no longer make any sound due to the pain. The bandit draws a knife and hands it to his underling. Uh-oh.
If you're not gonna talk, I'll make sure you never speak again.
Yeah, well, the setting of the event is the Wild West, so we got a southerner sounding Korryn, and she looks like a cowgirl.
You, in the uniform, open your eyes wide and watch how I tear this kid apart.
Oh no, you don't.
Don't gag him. Let him scream. The louder the better. I'm sure they won't ignore his cries.
Not that position, no. It's like cowboy yow, you know. Desert bandit leader was interrupted by a metal bucket thrown at the back of his head. Ouch, that hurts.
The invincible Hella's right here!
Yeehaw! You really need to bring reticle sinners in this event.
Go.
Huh.
Time for a big heist.
You go pew pew pew. Pew pew pew. Pew pew pew. The number. Oh, you only need 4. I see. Pew 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 pew. Reticle is the way. Plus Luvia, yes. Plus Luvia. Yeah, I do bring Luvia sometimes. Yep. Just, she's so convenient to use. You just press her one time and we all good. Who's this dude? Maybe lab. You know, I think my lab is getting replaced by Zero because she breaks, what, 3 cores? Hella swings her steel pipe, slamming it into the bandit's gun before striking his face.
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah! The bandit stumbles back, clutching his nose. He then steadies himself and roars in fury. I don't think so. No, she does! 3 cores. If you activate her ECB. I still need someone to use Heartache. Sometimes I use Heartache on her. She's quite useful.
Damn. You really want to have things the hard way, huh? Bring out the weapons, boys!
Yeah, she breaks 3 cores. I just embrace. Okay. Sometimes I bring Heartache with her, and then just put her in front, in the middle. She breaks a lot of cores. It's insane. Zero is so darn good. 3 cannons simultaneously rise from behind them, all aimed at Hella.
This is some good stuff from this city. Just 3 shells and we'll blow this dump to smithereens!
I bet they stole those cannons.
Shameless!
Shameless!
In White Sands, the only sin is weakness.
No, the only sin is for an ugly bastard like you to exist.
Instead of bickering with me, kiddo, why not check on your companions?
Hella suddenly senses something wrong. She turns around and sees the townsfolk surrounded by the bandits.
Now make your choice. Would you rather die under these cannons, or surrender the hypercubes and beg for a quick death?
Damn, either way she's dead. So I guess it's better to struggle. She didn't steal anything though. Maybe I should just save for S3 Helena or something. Yeah, I think time to save. Wait, I can't remember who's the next. Do we have a new sinner? Or is it Helena who is after Korryn?
Surrender? In your fucking dream!
I love Hela. The bandits' threat doesn't work. Hela steps forward, heroically standing at the front of the crowd, using her body to shield the townsfolk. Oh my god! She learned well from that chief. Oh, Piglia. Okay, I'll roll for her. I hope I win 50-50 again. She hates being framed for no reason and despises bullies even more. She doesn't care who stole the bandits' She doesn't care who stole the bandits' looted hypercube. She just wants to beat them up to a pulp with her steel pipe. Plus, her confidence stems from one more thing.
I'm not fighting alone here, okay? Two sinners against you losers? It'll be an easy peasy fight!
Easy. The desert bandit is stunned for a moment, then burst into laughter.
All right, I get it. So that's how it is. You talking about innocence, huh? We ain't good guys, though. But that wench with the gun, she probably didn't get her hypercube in a clean way either.
Stop your bullshitting! Throwing dirt because you can't win? Well, listen up! Your spinning won't work on us! Right, Korryn?
Korryn is gone, that bitch! Hela turns and spots Korryn at the back of the crowd. This trusty friend is trying to sneak over the wall, one leg already in the air. Bro! Korryn turns her head stiffly, locking eyes with Hela.
What are you doing?
This bitch!
The enemy's over here! Where are you going?
She's leaving you behind, stupid!
That was quick. You guys done talking already? Don't mind me. Take all the time you need. Hella darling, you were super cool just now. Hang in there. Tuco is in your hands.
She's a fucking coward.
I've got something else to attend to. Be back in a jiffy.
So TLDR, never trust Korryn with your life. I see, I understand. Korryn blows a kiss and nimbly flips over the wall. In the next moment, vanishing completely. Poor little Hela is left behind, dumbfounded to face the fierce desert bandits alone.
Only one obstacle left. Aim the cannons at her! Ready to fire!
Damn, she left a little girl to fend by herself. Oh, the audacity of Korryn.
Huh? You big liar!
She learned her lesson the hard way. Oh boy.
Look at all this fancy stuff. Sorry, all mine now.
Besieged. I think it's fine if we don't read through this just yet. Because I think some places are still locked. Huh? Huh? What is this? Are you sure this actually works? After watching Maggie strike one bizarre pose after another, Hela finally voices her doubts. Of course it works! This is what's written in the book. Don't trust a drunk lady, okay? Clasp hands in front, then left foot forward. Make fists with both hands, then bend left arm in front of the chest. This just looks like an ordinary pose. Are you sure it's a secret technique? Of course it works. Just the other day I used it to shoot down all of the desert bandit sandbirds. Never mind. I'm the fool for thinking there's something that could instantly make people stronger. Since you got me a free meal from Mira, let's call it even. I'll let you get away with scamming me just this once. With that, Hela turns and walks straight back to the motel. Oh, I'll just read that later. 4 minutes. Ah, okay, got it. I think I'll stick with Path to Nowhere until maybe I stumble upon the what's this? The lock chapters. So maybe afterwards I'll open Honkai. Because I'm in the middle of the story. Just when you think you've hit rock bottom, someone's always there to give you a push even further down. What the f*** is that, Korryn?
Go
That
wherever
bitch.
your heart desires, and I shall follow close behind, with my love accompanying.
Korryn, you bastard! Get back here!
Get back here, you bitch.
Hella, don't go!
Why? Did you realize that she...
Hella wants to chase after Korryn, but Mira grabs her.
It's dangerous. A sandstorm is coming.
A random Sean cameo, I know, right? And she was so, she's trying to flirt with the chief, I guess. With that voice of hers. The wind picks up, steering up the coarse sand. The sky turns dark as a heavy black mass approaches swiftly in the horizon.
No biggie. Plenty of time to send you on your way before the sandstorm hits.
Nonsense! With me here...
Enough, Hella. Just go. Don't worry about us.
Oh. No. She cannot leave her people behind. Because she's been raised by the chief well. Mira seems to have made her decision and tugs on Hella's sleeve. Her hand is trembling, but her tone is firm.
Korryn is a liar. We trusted the wrong person. But you're different. Forget about us. Without us, you alone can definitely get out before the sandstorm hits.
But you guys have no bullets left. If I leave, you're all dead.
That's still better than everyone being trapped here. Leave now. Time is running out.
Mira's tone is firm, but Hella can still feel her hand trembling uncontrollably. The sandstorm is approaching, and her pipe is no match for the cannons, let alone the raging mania within it. Without Korryn's help, she probably won't even be able to stop the desert bandits. Then, should she flee alone?
No, I can't leave. Gotta use my head and think. That dummy wouldn't give up at a time like this. She'd figure something out. There's gotta be a way.
I love it that our daughter remembers the chief all the time. It's like, this is not what the chief will do if she's in my place.
If she were here, she'd definitely...
Leave? None of you are leaving! Y'all doomed today! Ah!
A flying object hits him square in the face. This time, the bandit is knocked over by the shovel Hella threw.
You mean yourselves? Y'all are doomed today!
You go, girl!
Who cares about guns, shells, or sandstorms? I'm Syndicate's littlest big shot, and the pride of the MBCC! So what if you have cannons? I've seen it all in the Black Ring!
Hella raises her weapon, pointing straight at the enemy. Everyone has things they can't let go of, or battles they can't escape from. She's no longer the little mouse fleeing from gunfire.
These folks are under my protection. By your own rules in White Sands, an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. Wanna mess with them? You gotta get past me first.
I love our daughter. She grew up well. The chief raised her well. The chief raised her so well. I love it. Yeah, I'm so proud of our daughter. She grew up so well. We can just pew 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 like this. Oh, we cannot bring more. I guess that's fine. You would use her in this stage? My Hella is level 40, so I cannot. Ripperoonies. I wonder what does this do? Oh, it's a boss battle. Oh. It's a fucking bird? Deals true damage and 1 core damage. Okay. And you got the skin. Yeah, I got the skin. Yep. It's a dead birdie. When will Eisner rerun that skin? I don't know. I hope they make it possible to buy in the shop in the future, I hope. And Cinnabars. Yeah, I got Cinnabars also because it looks good on
The
her.
curtain fell on the
Even though I don't
perfect
use
show.
her.
Such a fascinating story.
Isn't that free? Hella, yeah. Hella is free. Cinnabar, I think you need to pay for that, if I remember correctly. But it's not expensive. Why should they make it paid? Just rerun it. Well, I'm thinking about how in Honkai, sometimes they sell it through... Not crystals, what do you call this? Those tickets. Cinnabar was Cube Gacha. I think so. Some sort of a gacha, but it's not that expensive, if I remember correctly. How to deal with thugs 101. Stoop even lower than they do. What? What kind of lessons are these?
Don't let go of my hand. Holy crap! How are there still so many?
The wind grows more violent. Coarse sand grains scrape against her skin, leaving red marks. Her sinner power works hard to heal her, but it can't keep up with the rate of her injuries. Struggling to swing her pipe, she's barely holding on. Damn, our daughter is injured. The sky darkens, and the desert bandits, who are still attacking, start to panic.
Boss, we're not gonna make it! The wind's getting stronger! It's the tide of ashes! We should retreat!
Oh, fuck. It's gonna destroy this town, ain't it? The wind roars. The desert bandit leader glares viciously at Hela, then finally waves his hand to signal retreat.
You think you can run away? Without the protection of hypercubes, you'll all die in the sandstorm!
The roar of the sand ship's engines fade away, and Hela finally collapses onto the ground.
Ow! My arm! If I fought any longer, I'd have lost. But the sandstorm's coming. That tide of ashes is no joke. I can't stay here. I gotta tell the Tuco folks to get out.
Why does that dude sounds like having... I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that's just the sound direction they went for. In the earlier battle, most of Tuco's residents retreated to the town center under Hela's cover. Now that the bandit threat has been cleared, they must escape the town before the storm hits. Hela stumbles towards the square and spots a bunch of busy figures in the distance.
Quick! The desert bandits have left! The tide of ashes or something is coming! We have to leave! I'll help you back!
Huh?
All right, everyone speed up. We need to make a run for it.
Why is Korryn back? I thought she booked it earlier. Probably because she doesn't have a car or something. A familiar voice, a familiar figure. The Tuco townsfolk are deftly straggling the low wall, struggling to haul a large, strange buck with all their might. Hela bursts into the square and everyone freezes, their eyes fixed on her. Wait! Are they the ones who stole the hypercubes? Oh my god! I wonder how... This is fucked up. I don't know how would Hela react. She got blamed for stealing those hypercubes. Uh-oh, in the middle of the crowd, pushing the big box and is the one who had just fled in panic, Korryn.
Yo, Hela darling. I'm back to save the day. Ready to make a dash?
Korryn salutes Hela without a hint of embarrassment.
Why are you here? Trying to trick us again? Mira, don't let her fool you! This bastard...
Well,
You're into this also. Oh my god. We trusted you. Mira lets out an awkward chuckle. Hela's death glare sweeps the square, causing a few townsfolk to guiltily avert their gaze and look at the large box instead.
What is this?
Just a bit of luggage we borrowed from the bandit.
Those are the stolen hypercubes. Oh my fucking god. Another gust of wind blows through, and the welcome sign at the town gate crashes to the ground. The noise jitters the townsfolk, causing them to drop the box onto the ground. A few blue hypercubes tumble out, rolling slowly to Hella's feet. Oh god! I wonder how would she react.
What the hell? A den of thieves! You're all in on it!
Oh no. Well, that's a good lesson for you, honey. Don't trust anyone.
Don't say that, little lady. We're not like the desert bandits. They're a faceless bunch who ain't know nothing about law and order. But we are the caterpillars of building a better tomorrow. We'll conspire this together.
Conspire this together. I don't know who to trust anymore.
Well, crap! There's no we in this, and I am not a bug! You are!
Well, it's an emergency. How about I share some of my goods with you? 1 hypercube? 2? I can't give you more than that, or else I won't have enough.
What is that flashing image? No. I was just because it what's this? It the turn on and not turn it off. It's like I increased the size of the window. That's just it. That's why it was flashing earlier.
You think I care about splitting the damn loot? Huh?
Oh dear. It's not good for kids to swear. Swearing will stop you from growing tall.
Lies. The more she tries to soothe Hella, the angrier Hella gets. She curses and stomps, charging at Korryn with a flurry of punches. But Korryn blocks the attack and tries to explain in a softer tone.
The direction of the wind has changed, and the sandstorm will hit soon. The sand ships here aren't as good as the ones in Dis City, so someone had to prepare in advance without alerting the bandits.
Oh god, I have a delivery. Hold on. I'll be right back real quick. Oh my god. I need to go get a delivery real quick. I'm back. Where are we?
The direction of the wind has changed, and the sandstorm will hit soon. The sand ships here aren't as good as the ones in Dis City, so someone had to prepare in advance without alerting the bandits.
Oh, so that was her job. I don't know. It's quite difficult to trust this lady and even the people in this town.
Problem was, not many people in Tuco can fight. I had to get to the ship, but someone also had to hold off the bandits. Luckily, with you here, we gained enough time to retreat with an adequate hypercube supply. Now that we're fully prepared, let's set off.
You know what? I can't blame them. Because they need hypercubes to survive this place. So yeah, I guess it's fine. Anyway, they're stealing what the others stole. After her long-winded explanation, Korryn waits for Hela's wrath. But it doesn't come as expected. Hela lowers her head, her expression unreadable, and her fist freezing 3 inches away. Korryn scratches her head and cautiously bends down.
Oh, still mad, little hero? Oh dear. I really planned to stay and fight with you. Look, I came running back to pick you up as soon as I finished.
Uh-huh.
There. If we linger any longer, we'll really be swallowed up by the sand. Come with us, okay?
Huh. Time to smash. I'm not sure. Oh, Hela angrily slaps away Korryn's outstretched hand.
Get lost!
You know, well, Hela doesn't trust anyone easily, right? And her trust has been her trust was broken by the town folk and Korryn. So I don't know how to make of this, man.
Bounty hunter my ass! White sandstone my ass! I came back because I was so worried about you guys! What a fool I was! You're all nothing but a bunch of scammers! Using me as a shield to save your own hide, huh? Shameless! Screw you!
Uh-huh. What's in the purple-haired character, baby? What? Hela has been around for like quite some time. She's included in the the trio for the main story, together with Hecate. Hi, Senna. Welcome. Paid. I put all my crystals on sparkle and completely forget about Kiana. HOV Frigid Empress outfit. It's fine as long as you get your sparkle instead. Muted? No, I'm not muted.
I'd rather be buried in the sand than believe another word you say!
Damn, Korryn is shocked. She wants to say something, but her gaze suddenly shifts to behind Hela, and her expression changes dramatically. At that moment, a fierce windstorm starts to rage.
The sandstorm has arrived early. Everyone, grab onto something heavy and go to the sand ship. If you get blown away, you're done for.
Low volume? Really? Does it sound low to you guys? I don't know. Does it sound low? It's already maxed. Yeah, it seems to be loud on my side already. Yeah. And the mic gain is also already high. There's no time to activate the shield. The howling sandstorm swallows up everything as Hela gets pushed to and fro by the wind. She sees someone reaching out to her through the sand.
Damn it! Hold on to me!
I'm already louder, damn. Hela vaguely sees a group of people running towards her. Korryn at the front looks uncharacteristically anxious. She tries to grab Hela but only manages to pinch the edge of her clothing. Hela tries to hold on, but the wind grows stronger and the fabric serving as their connection flutters precariously. Oh god, Hella gets swept away by the raging sandstorm. Before losing consciousness, she vaguely hears Korryn shouting something. What is she saying? Are these people good or just as bad as the desert bandits? Everything is so blurry in the raging sands. Hella can neither see nor tell. Her consciousness gradually blurs, then fades into darkness. Yeah, I'm same with Hella. I'm not sure if we could trust the people in here. Ooh. We're inside the ship. Hella wakes up not on rough sands, but on a rather soft bed. The hum of machinery sounds around her. She's clearly not in the sandstorm anymore. You need to update your Honkai Third. Oh my god, you're right. Wait, hold on. Let me update Honkai Third in the background. I already preloaded this one. Yeah, I already preloaded this one. So I just need to update here. You don't trust her, but you will thrust her. Oh, totally understandable. Me too. I want to do that.
What's going on? Didn't I get buried in the sand?
She doesn't know how long she's been unconscious. Her injuries have mostly healed, not opening her eyes all the way. Hell sneaks a peek through her eyelashes. Sure enough, she's lying in a sand ship. Hella recognizes the ship's design. It's similar to the one from the Outland Affairs Bureau on her last trip to White Sands. The people around are wearing these city uniforms. What? Where are we? Wait, is the chief here? Footsteps approach. Hella quickly shuts her eyes. Hella quickly shuts her eyes tight, but it's too late.
Looks like our little guest is awake.
Who are you? Upon hearing this, Hella gives up, pretending to be asleep, and sits up, staring warily at the speaker. A young man smiles kindly at her, seemingly unfazed by her hostility. Who is this dude? Who are you, dude? Wait, is the loading done?
Great. You look like you're all right.
Who are you? And why does it look like he's sort of a cyborg?
Who are you? Where am I?
I'm the ship's captain, Scotch. I'm in charge of the current cleansing operation for transport routes.
Huh? Boot Hill rip off. I don't know, man, but maybe there's a lot of interest in cyborg cowboys nowadays.
Don't worry. We've already investigated you. Your identity is vouched for by the MBCC, so you're trustworthy. This ship will return to Dis City after the cleansing, and you can come back with us,
But Scotch gazes at Hella in anticipation.
Let's have a chat, Miss Sinner. Are you interested in collaborating with us?
Who is this people? I don't have, and what about Korryn and the rest? TLDR, don't trust anyone in White Sands. On a faraway cliff of White Sands, Korryn peeks between the rocks and watches the OAB security team's sand ship sail into the distance.
A step too late. the little mouse got taken away.
I smell NTR. I don't know. We'll see. Things didn't end cleanly between Korryn's gang and Hela, so I'm not sure who's she gonna trust here. We'll see, I guess. Korryn sighs, but her friend is not as sentimental as her.
What are you sighing for? You're the one who drove her away. Do you like her that much?
Exactly, you're the one who drove her away. Hi, Kappa. Welcome, welcome.
Yeah. It's been a while since I've met such a cute little girl. Just looking at her makes me happy.
Do you want to be her mom or something? Do you recommend this Gatch? Definitely. It's really good, especially the story. But I'm not sure if you will like a tower defense game. I'm not fond of tower defense game, but I like the story so much, so I stuck with it. And I got to see very hot, amazing ladies in here. Korryn has this Kafka energy. Yeah, I think so too. They just have different hair color, I guess. She's bad, but also has a mom personality. Exactly. We all do. Yeah, we love hot ladies, right? In Fast and Nowhere. And we don't even like the tower defense game. Korryn watches the sand ship from afar, her eyes flickering with thought.
Of course, it would be even better if we could lure her to our side.
See? She's talking as if she could use her. I'm not sure if she actually likes her, on a personal level. What if it's a tower defense game? I don't know if I will survive. Exactly. And then I see myself now molding in BFL. What the fuck? And it's been 2 years. I know, right? What a surprise. I guess I like Korryn because she is morally questionable. What? Complete the authentic jar in to-do list, huh? The what? The what? This one? Is this the to-do list? Oh, we are forced to do this. I see. But this is not voice, so you'll bear with Cheatery's voice, okay? Did he just call me a scammer? Well, you are. You all are. Maggie draws her revolver, striking one of her bizarre poses, and shoots with a bang. The bullet strikes the motel's metal railings, ricochets with a series of metallic clinks, then whizzes back towards Maggie. She only shifts slightly and raises an unopened bottle in her hand, deflecting the bullet with a shatter of glass and a spray of frothing bubbles. Time to clean your ears with alcohol and Q-tips. No way! Can she seriously control the trajectory of the bullets like that? But just as Maggie throws her head back to down her drink in celebration, boom! The motel sign crashes to the ground, stirring up a cloud of dust. Upon closer inspection, there is a bullet hole in the sign. Yet another feat of Maggie. Oh! So Maggie is a sharpshooter, even though she's drunk. I see. Just a basic move. No need for any fireworks to celebrate. Oh, you all are dead. Drawn by the commotion, Mira arrives and observes the scene before her. With a kind eyes, Maggie is sprawled on the ground again, muttering nonsense in her drunken sleep, while Hela frantically waves her hands while crying, "It wasn't me!" We can go to Abuela Susan's place for repair supplies later. Let's first check out how much damage has been done. Okay. Hela, who feels indebted to Mira, nods frantically in agreement after rolling her eyes at the slumbering Maggie. She got a tough life in this place, I guess. New stickers? Tap here to enter the Tuco gun range and start the Gunslinger Challenge. What? This is the target. Complete the corresponding hits to earn decorative stickers as rewards, huh? Oh, if it's an our little Hella, here to try out the gun range. Korryn, so this is where you go slack off. Really? Mira is mommy? Oh. Well, Mira, the hotel owner, actually has a mommy vibes, even though she looks quite young. I didn't know Mira is mommy in Korean. Slack off? What an awful way of putting it. I call it work-life balance. Anyway, since you're here, why not try some target practice? Mommy? Ah, in mommy, as in mommy, the one that got wrapped with bandages? Ah! Oh, why? I thought it's mommy as in mama, mommy, mom. No thanks, it's just shooting stuff, right? Boring. I did plenty of that back at the MBCC. Don't say no so soon. This gun range follows Tuco rules. Whether you use bullets, cannons, swords, or anything else you can or can't imagine to hit the target, it all counts. These rules are really Tuco. And that's not all. If you score crazy high points in certain challenges higher than anyone else in Tuco's history, you'll complete the Tuco challenge and become the champion of the gun range. I'll try then. Yeah, we need to do it anyway, so might as well try. What are these? Sprite that can be claimed by allied sinners? Ah, sinner energy. Oh, you can only use 4?
Let's go! Time for a big heist!
Pew, pew, pew! Pew, pew, pew!
If this scene could be reenacted, what would be your...
Oh, you can place them here! Okay.
I don't have much to contribute on the front line. I'll count on...
Reach your target score to complete the level and unlock the next one. Knock down targets to earn points. Note that different targets have different effects and point value, so plan your shots strategically. Oh! I cannot move! Oh wait, I can. Oh my god, it's so far away! Dude!
I wish you a safe journey!
I think Korryn is good for this stage. Ah.
I wish you a safe journey!
You know what? Maybe we should put them here. I can actually put sinners here? What in the actual fuck? I should have said so earlier.
Too noisy. Quiet.
Look at all this fancy stuff. Sorry, all mine now.
You're just small brain. Always has been. Always has been. Cheater without small brain ain't cheatery at all. Did we unlock it already? Not yet. Wait. Authentic jar. Damn, we need to do it. Two hours later. Can we really find what we need to fix the sign here? This just looks like an ordinary general store. Of course we can! It's Abuela Susan's store. You can find anything here. Take this cane by the door, for example. It's not just an ordinary walking stick. It's got tons of other uses. Turn it upside down. It's an oar. We can use it to row through white sands, girl. We cannot use an oar to, you know... move the ship in the sand. I might as well let the white sands, quicksand swallow me whole. Nothing in this story is useful anyway. As the two continues to argue, a trembling elderly voice reaches their ears. Oh, It's a grandma. Oh, she's adorable. She got a bow on her head. Hello, my dears. What are you looking for? Oh, Abuela, we're looking for White Sands Ironwood. What? Ironwood? White Sands Ironwood. White Sands. What? Grandma is deaf. Oh my god, Grandma. Could you please? Abuela, why don't you go rest? We'll go look around outside. Outside? Everything we need is right. Hey, quit pulling me. You know what? I guess sleeping on the street isn't that bad. Why is that? We'd be lucky to find even one useful thing in this store. The stuff here is either broken or so rusted that you can't even tell what it's supposed to be. That's where you're wrong. Huh? When Abuela Susan was young, she was ambushed by desert bandits and hunted by the Outland Affairs Bureau. Her chances of surviving White Sands were even lower than yours. And you know what? She went bang, bang, bang and beat them all. She then came to live with us here in Tuco. Oh, she? Really? That badass? I never heard anything about her in Syndicate. Hella casts a doubtful look, but Maggie stumbles her way over to her. Of course, you Syndicates wouldn't know. The winds of White Sands don't reach that far. Don't look so glum. Look what I found. What did you found? I think I need to do this. 6,000 points. Nice work. Looks like you've got the rules down, little Hella. Time to try the special target we just saved for Tuco folks. Bring it on. I'm not scared. Yeah, we need to do this anyway. A giant target. Maybe we can put Shalom here. Someone who has
I don't
short...
have much to contribute on the front line. I'll count on you guys.
Ooh. We'll put her here. She has very short range, so she must go. Not this one. Number is... Wait, who should we remove?
Let me be clear. If you insist on putting me on the battlefield, I can't be held responsible if anything goes haywire.
Execution time.
Enjoy the show.
Time to die.
Time to die. Dude.
Too noisy. Quiet.
I wish you a safe journey.
My work here is done. I wish you good luck.
What was that? Usually the modern shooting range is the targets are multiple and multiple distances and will pop up one by one, unlike the Western cowboy style. And the shooter usually stays. Well, I think the setting is like the olden times. Well, this one moves, but not so much. So we're still good. Still got good points. Looks like those giant targets were no sweat for ya. How about trying this? A Tuco favorite, loved by young and old alike. The reward target. Let's see what passes for fun in Tuco. Damn, we just go pew 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 like this.
Please enjoy the show.
I wish you a safe journey.
My work here is done. I wish you good luck.
Oh my goodness, it never ends. 2 hours later. Can't we hang it up now? I'm tired. I don't want to work anymore. You've got some nerve. If you hadn't fired that shot, I'd probably be having lunch right now. Oh, and wasn't that because someone called me a scammer? Why you... Enough. Don't get distracted while using a hammer. The last thing we need is someone getting hurt. Mira claps her hands, and Maggie and Hella go back to nailing the fallen letters with a hammer and the nails they found at that Wella Susan store. Gunslinger 12 Gunslinger Challenge. Local flavor. Stomach growling. Stomach growling some more. Hungry, eh? No! 10 steps back, then 10 steps left, and another 10 steps back. Where does that lead? The kitchen. Are you crazy? If Mira cashes us, we'll both end up spending the night outside Tuco. Easy there, little mouse. What can't work on an empty stomach? Besides, the kitchen's full of leftovers. No one will notice if we grab a few bites. Just how many times have you raided the kitchen? You're way too good at this. Oh, hush. Only 40 or 50 times? Besides, sometimes Mira even leaves snacks for me on purpose. Only? You've practically eaten everything in Mira's kitchen. Damn, what a drunk person. Hella reaches the kitchen only to find that it's completely empty. Before Hella can sigh, the aroma of something that might be food wafts in from the motel's back door. Following the smell, she pushes open the back door and comes to a customer-less stall at the square where Timmy is frantically cooking something that vaguely resembles food. Finally, someone's come to try my cooking. As today's first customer, you get a free serving of cactus sashimi, salt and pepper tumbleweed, and sandbird taco. What? Cactus sashimi? She reminds me of Himiko. Yeah, she sounds like somehow. And she's drunk also. Hella carefully examines Timmy's dishes, each one nothing short of catastrophic. Even Ignis's cooking is masterful by comparison. Though beggars can't be choosers, these dishes make Hella want to flee. I actually already had lunch. Even so, you can eat a bit more. This sandbird taco is an authentic White Sands delicacy. Think of it as desserts. These are all recipes from my teacher. 1 meal energizes your mind, 2 meals banish all fatigue, and 3 meals grant eternal youth. You can't go wrong. She's gonna die of food poisoning. Stop. If this were really that magical, wouldn't people be lining up already? Your teacher lied to you. Don't you dare speak ill of my teacher. No one's here because I haven't mastered the true essence of his recipes. He wasn't tricking you. He was tricking you, an outdated scam from Syndicate. No, he didn't. He didn't. Oh God, it's good lord, banter, kids banter. Wait, where were we? Wait. We're supposed to clear something, but I forgot what it is. Authentic jar in to-do list. Authentic jar? Where is that? I wonder. Ah? Oh. Oh, this is Hella's diary? Oh, you can decorate it. I see. I'm not good at doing this kind of things, but okay. What the fuck? I can't believe I'm making journals. Okay, where were we? Okay. Had enough? Yeah, but not of food. Perfect timing then. Want to try this? Maggie pulls out a bag of what looks like jerky from her pocket. It looks strange, but still better than anything Timmy had made. She eagerly takes a bite, but the pungent smell hits her like a sledgehammer. She grips the table with all her might to force herself to swallow. What kind of meat is this? Oh, it's sandworm. Everyone in Tuco loves it. Ugh, blah. She ate a fucking sandworm. Oh my god. What's wrong? It's not exactly gourmet, but you don't have to cry over it. Hella gained a new understanding of White Sands cuisine that day. From then on, these two words alone are enough to make her stay far, far away. Oh, where were we? We only in Tuco for Tuco Goodman. Where is the... Where? There are grasshopper tacos serving some part of the world. What? Grasshopper taco? What the fuck?
Let's go. It must have been a tough journey.
Damn.
You can relax now.
Her birthday is November 1.
But this time, it looks like it's my turn to be welcomed. Where I'm
Welcome.
from, offering a cup of cool mint tea to a guest is the ultimate token of hospitality and respect. How do you welcome guests in this city?
Oh, they put them in jail. You know, we are the MBCC chief. We put people in jail. Smash? What? Smash. Totally understandable. At Tuco's gate, two people stand on opposite sides, like secret agents meeting for a covert mission. I need White Sands ironwood. Heard you can get your hands on some. Oh, this dude. How does he sound like? He sounds like Mexican, but I cannot. Whatever. I'll just say it. Whatever. Mira sent you. She's always up to these little schemes. But no, I'm Tuco's sheriff. My duty is to protect the people of Tuco. No offer of yours can ever shake my resolve. I'll trade you stuff from the MBCC. Oh, what kind of... I mean, no. Nothing you say can ever shake my resolve. I can get my hands on MBCC guns. A good sheriff needs a good gun, don't you think? Very tempting. Facing the seemingly incorruptible sheriff, Hella can only sigh. Was the intel wrong? Is this shady-looking character actually a man of integrity instead of the opportunist as described by Mira? Why? Why didn't you say so earlier? I would have agreed right away. He's still shady, I guess. She searched the whole town but still can't get the part she needs. Meanwhile, Mira shows up. Once the doors open, we gotta move fast, grab, and go. Won't the mayor notice 2 pieces of wood missing from his depot? Hella can't help but scoff as she watches the sheriff skillfully picks the depot's lock in mere seconds. He won't notice. I usually help him cut down 2 logs every year anyway, so we'll just say I didn't get a chance to do it this year. You see, a truly excellent sheriff knows how to bend the rules. Sheriff Wright continues to spout shameless, nonsensical justifications with a straight face. You should have joined Syndicate 3 years ago. Would have suited you better than this gig. No. If I joined Syndicate, how would I continue to selflessly serve the people of Tuco? Once a Tuco man, always a Tuco man. Doubt. Hella shakes her head as she carries away the wood and supplies, leaving the sheriff lost in his own La La Land. Damn. No, the people in this place are bonkers. Not bad. That should do it. After a full day's work, Helen and Maggie finally managed to clean up the mess they made. Care to join me for a drink? How do you hiccup? No thanks. I'm not old enough. Plus, I might not drink even if I do become old enough. Oh, hello. You are adorable. Getting all worked up before I even said what drink. Here, it's Mira's special sea berry fizz. It's delicious. Unable to turn down such gracious hospitality, Hella takes a seat at the counter and accepts the drink. Thank you. Whoa, why do you say that? It's weird. Not like you at all. Oh, I was just thinking out loud. Everyone in Tuco relies on whatever skills they got to survive here in White Sands. Like Mira with innkeeping and me with my music. But these skills barely keep us fed. When desert bandits show up, we can only accept our fate. Outsiders never want to get mixed up in this mess. You helped us. I'm just so moved. This drunk lady, man. This reminds Hello Syndicate's situation. Also isolated and looked down upon by Eastside. Everyone has their own battles to fight in this world. She pats Maggie's back, hoping to cheer her up and take her mind off the painful thoughts. We gotta keep moving forward. Right, and follow the money while we're at it. Maggie suddenly lifts her head and wipes away her tears with a quick sweep. Actually, while I was fixing the sign, Mira caught me stealing drinks from the motel. Could you maybe, help cover my tab too? Tuco, isn't that in someone's ceiling and makes sound during night? Hey, that's we call it. That's the house lizard, right? We call it butiki in our in Filipino, right? But tuko is not butiki. Tuko is it really says tuko. And they say in woods, if I remember correctly. Usually in forest. The house lizard just say like that, right? It doesn't go tuko. Hella's White Sands Survival Code 101. Beware of women who drink themselves unconscious. 3 things away come at the highest price. Yeah, don't trust drunken women. Learn your lesson the hard way. Oh, this is it, the authentic jar. Okay, after this we can continue the story. Very disappointed house lizard. Yeah, that's how it sounds, right? Usually they make sounds around 6 p.m. I don't know why, specifically around 6 p.m., but they do that. In the depths of desolate White Sands, a few travelers are sitting inside Tuco's only shabby motel. Beside the counter, the motel owner is personally attending to an out-of-town merchant. The man slams his empty beer mug on the table, his boastful voice echoing throughout the motel. I've been in this business for so many years. There's no treasure I haven't seen. I ain't bragging, but my eyes are sharper than those frigging instruments. Look at the antique I got this time. With just one glance, I knew it was genuine. That dumb bump can even thank me for taking this junk off his head. He didn't even know he was being swindled. That's why he's poor. Wow, that was really impressive. Let me get you a refill on the house. It's my honor. Mira refills the merchant's empty mug, leaning on the table with her elbow. She lowers her torso with a gaze of admiration and awe. The moment you walked in, I felt your aura was different from the other guests. What a worldly gentleman. Not like me. All my life, I've never known what an antique looked like. That's easy. Since you're interested, I'll show you. Drank on flattery and beer, the merchant waves his hand and eagerly opens the bag containing the antique ceramic jar. So, this is an antique? I might not have the right words for it, but it looks rare and valuable. Oh, only an expert like you deserves to have something so exquisite. Of course! Do you know who I am? Let me tell you, this antique is so special because... Hey, you! Yeah, you! Suddenly, a drunkard appears out of nowhere, forcefully grabbing the merchant's collar, cutting off his unfinished boast. Damn, this Mira is... I think her job is quite difficult because you have to entertain unruly guests like this. Why is she acting like Viper? I think she acts nice on the outside, but she's also a swindler, I think. Everyone in this town are swindlers, I think. They're scammers. There are thieves. You cannot trust them. You have the audacity to come back, you ungrateful wretch. After you gambled away my life saving, how did I end up with a son like you? What? What the heck? Who the hell are you? How dare you call yourself my dad? The two men push and shove each other, toppling a chair and crashing into the counter. Mira quickly moves the mugs and bags to the side, anxiously waving her hands. She's... Oh, I know it. She's stealing their... She's stealing their stuff. She got quick hands, I see. There must be some misunderstanding. Please, stop fighting. It won't be good if you damage anything here. But the two men tangled in their brawl completely ignore Mira. Amidst the chaos, the motel's wooden door is forcefully pushed open from the outside. How does Sheriff sound like again? What's going on? Who gave you the right to fight in the motel? Stop it, both of you! Oh, the injustice. A son not recognizing his father? I'll report this to the police. I must report this. How can a 20-year-old be a father to a 40-year-old? Are you two causing trouble? Come with me down to the station. Save your words for them. Parang basag na... I know. I don't know how to sound Mexican. Oh, wait a minute. My antique is still there. So, on top of fighting, you also want to obstruct justice? You better behave if you don't want to land in jail. Wait. The sheriff has high pitch of voice. I'm sorry. But I don't know. This is so funny doing this. This bizarre farce concludes with the sheriff taking the two men away. Meanwhile, in the corner of the motel, a figure stealthily approaches the counter without anyone noticing. Who? Oh, dude. But before he can touch the antique, a gentle reminder rings in his ear. Hey there, in my... Mira suddenly pops. Hey there, in my motel. No one touches other guests' belongings. The thief shivers, turning to see that the speaker is a frail, unarmed young girl. If there's something troubling you, you can tell me, but you can't take someone else's things. Ah! Mira didn't get to finish her sentence. The thief suddenly tries to grab the bag she's protecting.
Oh yeah.
Oh, thank you for the follow, Game Horn. Thank you so much. Cut the crap. Hand it over. Don't push. Ah! Ah! What is happening? Don't push. And then she goes, ah. In the scuffle, the ceramic jar slips out of the half-open zipper and hurtles through the air in a graceful arc. Oh god, did it get destroyed? Oh boy.
Anong gentle. Ilalabas ko na ang aking
No, don't let out the dragon in your pants. Stop. Silence fills the room as the fragments scatter everywhere. The thief turns pale and tries to flee, but Mira reacts quicker. Ah! What are you doing? Let go of me! Mira smiles gently, effortlessly grabbing the thief by his collar. Damn, she's strong! No matter how hard he struggles, the delicate hand that he easily swatted away earlier now has an iron grip on him. Damn, she's a strong woman! Mad respect. That's not going to work. If you leave, I won't be able to explain to the guests when he returns.
nom.
What do you want then? Don't expect me to take the blame alone. I have no money. Plus, you're also at fault for breaking the jar. If I'm going down, you're going down. In the face of the thief's hostility, Mira sighs softly. Her face dims slightly from being misunderstood. You've misunderstood. I don't want to harm you. I want to help you. That merchant has many connections in this city. Breaking his jar will certainly make him hold a grudge against you. Even if you escape from me, he'll catch up with you later. If you run off now, you'll truly seal your own fate. Her words make sense. The thief feels a bit shaken. While he still struggles vigorously, his strength is a lot weaker than before. Is that buffoon really a big shot? But I'll be dead if I stay here too. Let me go. Oh, don't worry. I have a plan. Catching the hint behind Mira's words, the thief stops struggling and turns to question her. What do you mean? The sheriff will likely detain them for 2 days. We still have time. If we go to my acquaintance now, we should be able to make a passable replica of the jar. Wait, why are you being so nice? We don't know each other. Why are you helping me? Perhaps because I see my past in you. I once stole from others to survive and did even worse things. So I somewhat understand your struggles. Breaking the jar is partly my fault. Everyone makes mistakes. By helping you now, maybe someone will help me when I'm in trouble. I don't trust this bitch. I don't. She's acting. What a goody two-shoes. Out of Mira's sight, the thief retches, rolling his eyes. So, think you can trust me? As if I have other options. Lead away. I think she's just using this dude. Near the motel's back door, amidst the choking smoke, the thief stares at the stove and person in chef's clothes in silent shock. So, you make counterfeits right under people's noses? And he's the acquaintance you mentioned? Cooking and pottery both involve fire. It's not that different. What are you staring at? Never seen a chef before? If you don't want me to do it, that's fine with me. No. That's not what I meant. It's alright. He's an outsider who doesn't know the rules here. Don't be hard on him. We're here to see you because we really need your help. After listening to the two explain their plan and describe the original appearance of the jar, the chef pats his chest and agrees. No problem. 25,000 discoins and I'll make an identical one in 5 days. 5 days? That's too long. Can you please hurry? We need it in 2 days. Sure, the more money, the faster. 50,000 discoins for 2 days. Damn, the thief? He thought he's going to earn something. But he's getting scammed instead. What the hell? You can't just double the price like that. This is highway robbery. Don't want to pay with discoins? If you can pay with hypercubes, that's fine too. Seeing the conflict about to escalate into physical altercation, Mira quickly steps in to ease the tensions. This woman is good. This woman is quite manipulative, isn't she? Both of you, calm down. Let's talk about it nicely, okay? Hi, Andre. Welcome. I also share some responsibility in this matter. How about we negotiate a price that works for both of us? And I'll cover half of it. I know making pottery is hard work, but 50,000 is indeed a bit too expensive. Considering how long we've known each other, can you give us a discount? How about 20,000? You got insane luck, congrats! I can give you a discount, but with what you're asking for, I can't even break even. You should be fair, ma'am. Then, can you do it for us, half price? 25,000, please? Alright, for you, I'll take this loss. Come pick it up tomorrow. Mira, you owe me one. Hey, kid. She bargained so hard for you. Don't you tell me you can't even cough up half of 25,000? Sorry, this is the lowest price I can get for us. Are you okay with it? The thief reluctantly reaches into his pocket and gathers just enough money to cover his share. After handing over the discoins to the pottery-making chef, Mira smiles gently at the worried thief. Don't worry, there won't be any problems. With my help, you'll definitely get through this. She just got scammed, I think. Okay, we're done. I think we already unlocked the next part of the story. Yep. Revenge plot? Those who screwed me over, I'll screw you back. Is this Hella's point of view?
There's gotta be a better candidate than me, right?
Inside the OAB security team's sand ship. Hella looks at the young man in front of her with a hint of suspicion. The captain smiles back at her.
Cleansing operation for transport routes?
Wait, cleansing operation? Why do I get the feeling that they're trying to not only kill off the bandits, but probably the townsfolk in Tuco?
That's right. In simple terms, we're a white sand security team formed by the Dis City Outland Affairs Bureau. We blockade and eradicate bandits near transport routes.
I knew it. And I don't trust the Outland Affairs Bureau. Those people are a bunch of what's this? What's this? Corrupt officials. Wait, let me drink some water. Yep, they are a bunch of corrupt officials indeed. A team member standing by the side hands over a document. Hella leans in and sees the seal of the Outland Affairs Bureau on it. This city, Outland Affairs Bureau, an image of a furious middle-aged man pops into her mind. He had been rambling about eliminating bandits 2 years ago. They're still at it? Seeing Hella's distrustful expression, Scotch continues to explain calmly.
This round of cleansing should have been completed half a month ago. but the frequent sandstorms have delayed progress.
The man's words are interrupted by a sudden alarm. The monitor projects the external situation. As Hela had suspected, the ship is surrounded by sandworms, roaring ferociously. Creatures try to climb onto the ship. Warning, enemy attack. The ship has entered an active sand beast habitat. Please clear obstacles as soon as possible. Target lock. Large number of sand beasts requesting permission to fire.
Why are there so many monsters? Those things are tough. Quick, tell your guys to leave here.
Request approved. Countdown 3, 2, 1. Fire. The sandworms on the ship's hull shrieks as they fall. The gunfire completely overwhelms the tide of monsters.
What the hell? That was so fucking cool!
I don't think they have that technology 2 years ago. What the hell? How did they get their hands on that? A soft chuckle echoes from beside Hela.
Sailing in a straight line is always the fastest, isn't it? What a perfect opportunity to show our sincerity in collaborating to our MBCC guest. We'll have a proper discussion once it's over.
The cannon muzzle rotates, aiming at the next batch of sand beast. When are you going to pull for Sparkle? After Pass to Nowhere.
Execution time.
What in the actual fuck? We're killing sand foxes? First time we got early weapon. Congrats! Finn got lucky in their pools also. Not Finn, Andre, I mean. Andre got lucky also in their sparkle pools. Congrats! The battle ends quickly. A bewildered Hela stares at the sand beast corpses strewn around outside.
Holy cow! This is way cooler than the Desert Bandits' cannons.
Unlike the cannons captured by the Desert Bandits, the ones of the OAB ships are clearly superior in both accuracy and firepower. The sand ship shimmers with a faint blue light. Even the hypercube shielding system is much stronger than 2 years ago. In short, a formidable team and a valuable potential ally. As for her other ally, Hela gulps nervously, looking at the comms device she was given. She tried calling Chief just now. Busy signal, no answer.
That dummy. Always nagging me, but not around when I finally call home. What's the big idea?
Maybe she got kidnapped. Calm down, girl. You know, the Chief always gets in trouble. She has no choice but to try to text them. Upon logging into her account, an unexpected wave of unread messages floods in like a tide. Hela, it's me, Hecate. Chief gave me a new comms device and said I could reach you with it, but the signal in White Sands is bad. Not sure when this message will get you. Don't know how far you've gone now. Have you gotten stronger? Did you come upon any dangers? Have you caused trouble for the Legion? You got this. I'm waiting for you to come back. Aww. She's such a nice, honest Suhela. Hecate's message went on for months. The most recent one just a couple of days ago. Since when did she become so mushy? At the end of the message is a photo of a blue-haired girl typing seriously on a comms device. Judging by the angle, it seems to be a candid shot. She types out a request for help, hesitates for a moment, then deletes it and logs out. Why? Revenge, after all, is something one has to take oneself. She turns and sees Scotch close by, waving, having waited for a long time.
All right, let's talk. What kind of collaboration are you talking about?
Oh, wait. Don't tell me she's going up against Korryn. The brief exchange of information ends. Scotch lowers his head, deep in thought.
I see. So you met some roaming outlaws as well. They stir up just as much trouble as the desert bandits.
What do you mean? You guys got screwed over by those bastards too?
No, they're very cunning and never directly engage with official personnel. Fortunately, you escaped safely. Many have been tricked and abducted to the Outlands, never to be heard from again. Moreover, they've also targeted hypercubes.
Huh?
Nirvana recently lost a very important shipment.
Uh-oh.
The climate in White Sands has been changing rapidly. Disasters are worsening, and many city-states are relying on this shipment for survival.
Uh-oh.
The demand for hypercubes was already greater than the supply, and now the gap is even larger.
Oh my god. The one Korryn and the townspeople screwed over is Nirvana. Oh, I got a bad feeling about this. They'll be hunted down.
Hypercubes.
I wonder, would she snitch
The
them?
desert bandits chasing you just stole someone else's hypercube, but they didn't keep an eye on it. Now they're taking it out on you, thinking you're the thief who stole their loot.
Uh-oh. I wonder if Hela will snitch on them.
Just a bit of luggage we borrowed from the bandits.
Oh boy. DM something, wait. What the? That's a very thick snow. Oh my god. Is it still snowing heavily? Did he apply on Twitch event? Yeah, I did. So that you guys can get drops. I'm not interested in the competition though. -6? That's too cold. So that big box contains the stolen hypercubes after all. The desert bandits first robbed the hypercubes from Nirvana, then Korryn stole them from the desert bandits.
That group is very cautious. They flee at the sight of any patrol ship, making it difficult to locate their hideout.
Oh boy. But now I think these people will be after Korryn's peeps. What is the least incentive I can get? Oh, I'm not sure, but let me check. It's not that big, to be honest. It's just a small amount of crystals. I'm not sure. Wait, I can't. Why cannot I see it? Drops. Hmm. 120 crystals. Damn, that's good. That's a good amount. Normally, it's just around 60 crystals, right? 120 crystals if you watch for 3 hours. What the fuck? Kids, you stay for 3 hours for the 120 crystals. They're asking for too much.
That's why we wanted to collaborate with the MBCC. But it seems that your chief is too busy to do so this time.
Chief clearly doesn't have time. She's not even answering her phone. She's definitely handling other matters. However, Hella clears her throat, throwing back Scotch's attention.
Don't bother trying to contact that dummy. She's indeed very busy. But collaborating with the MBCC isn't entirely impossible.
Just outside. I guess so. That works also.
Isn't there someone who just escaped from Tuco right in front of you?
But she is not in this event. I will later. I connected my Twitch account.
To Korryn, I'm just a loser. Those bastards avoid you, but they sure as hell don't hide from me. They're always trying to trick me into joining them.
So you're gonna snitch on them, okay. I thought the Twitch drop event. The chief. No. The point of view is Hella's. I thought you're talking about the Twitch drop.
The Outlanders like sinners. They probably see your value.
But I think mommy instincts in Korryn kicked in. That's why she wants to adopt Hella, I think. Did you won the raffle? No, I didn't. Of course.
That's perfect then. I'll deliver myself right to them.
Perhaps it's true. Her mind races like never before. A plan is gradually taking shape.
Bring it on, Tuco chumps. Let's see who screws over who this time.
Why do I get the feeling that she'll eventually warm up to the Tuco peeps?
Look at all this fancy stuff. Sorry, all mine now.
Role switch. Out of the tiger's den, straight into the wolf's lair.
Stay close. Something's up.
I'll just finish this part of the story and then we'll proceed to Honkai. But it will still take maybe an hour or so, I think. The White Sands market is as bustling as ever. Vendors loudly advertise their wares to the endless flow of travelers. Suddenly, people halt their steps and gather under a wooden board. Everyone whispers, curiously looking at the girl beside the bulletin board.
Don't miss this! Come in, take a look!
A new batch of wanted posters cover the wall. The fierce images of the desert bandits are gone. In their place are the silly portraits of the Tuco folks with bounties stamped on their faces.
White Sands' vilest, most disgusting scam is revealed. The evil scammers who ought to win acting awards. Beware of their tearjerker performances. They've messed with the wrong crowd. You've all heard of the MBCC, right? You've all heard of the legendary chief, right?
Oh my god, she's dragging the chief's name in this. Honey, that's not how revenge goes.
Whoever can take me back to Tuco for revenge, I'll reward you with chief's salary on behalf of the MBCC!
Girl, we're already broke. Honey, we're already broke. Why are you selling chief salary? We can't even pay off our debts. There are many onlookers, but most are just there for the spectacle. A few half-believers step forward to talk to Hella, but soon shake their heads and leave. The spectators eventually think she's just seeking attention and leave as well. A few hours pass, but no one is willing to take the job. However, Hella isn't sweating it. She leisurely packs up her little stool, muttering to herself.
Looks like I didn't find any suitable recruits today. It's too hot, and there are too few people at noon. Might as well go back and take a nap.
Pretending not to notice the shadow following her, Hella turns into an alley. Then the sack and club fall together. Then she just got kidnapped. You are really the chief's daughter.
Damn, my head hurts like hell.
After a while, her consciousness gradually returns. The thwack to the back of her head hurt more than expected. Someone is speaking near her, but the voice isn't clear, fading in and out.
Why isn't she waking up? Did you hit her too hard and crack her skull?
No way! I didn't use much force. I was even much gentler than usual.
Don't worry. She seems to be waking up now.
The voices become clearer. Light flickers before her eyes, and the darkness begins to fade.
Is this Tuco?
Yeah, it's Tuco. The Tuco you dream of coming back to for revenge.
They already know. Then why did they bring her here then? Several grinning faces suddenly pop into her view. Korryn and a group of Tuco folks squat around, looking down at her with smiles. Looking down? An unusual feeling of restraint comes from all over her body. Hella stiffly lowers her head. Only a flat ground is visible. There's no sign of her body. What? She got buried in the sand! Oh my god! These people are crazy. She has been planted in the ground like a carrot. Korryn holds up and waves a pile of their wanted posters.
As you said, you'll reward whoever takes you back to Tuco and helps you get revenge. I've completed half of it. As for the other half, how about we settle it after you transfer the chief's salary to my account?
Well, technically, that did happen. But what is this? You'll reward whoever takes you back to Tuco. Well, technically they did, but that's not how that works. Oh dear.
I'd rather toss that money in a ditch than give it to you. You bunch of deceitful, club-wielding scumbags!
The soil around her isn't packed. Hella suddenly frees a hand and punches Korryn in the face. You go, girl! Revenge can come later. Right now, she just wants to brawl to vent her anger. Cat fight! Cat fight! Cat fight! Wait, who the fuck? Is this... what's her name? The drunken lady or...
I don't have much to contribute on the front line.
Drunken Lady Dedge. Mayor of Tuco. We just shot at the mayor of Tuco. Greatly outnumbered, the outcome of the brawl comes as no surprise. Ropes coil around her body, tightening into knots. Korryn hums a tune as she deftly bounds Hella.
So many of you ganging up on me! Have you no shame? So you've won. Fine. But why tie me up? You're gonna sell me off too?
Hella pauses, then completely gives up and lies flat.
Go ahead then. Sell me. You've got the guts. Sell me to a place far, far away. But I'm telling you, Horo's Legion and the MBCC love me. Messing with me is messing with them.
I can smell the lie, but that it's I think it's the truth with the MBCC, but for the Legion, I don't think so. Korryn chuckles and stops her tying.
Oh, now that you mention it, That does seem to be the case, huh? So, my dear Hella, what should I do to escape this tragic fate?
Hella's eyes dart around, deliberately putting on a wary panic expression.
What are you thinking? You're not planning to keep me hostage, are you? No! You can't do that! They care too much about me! I would become their weak spot! I can't be a hostage!
To her surprise, Korryn bursts into laughter.
You can be a hostage then. We're really short on helpers lately, so from now on, you can go with Right to organize the depot.
Wait, hold on! I'm a hostage, not a laborer! Why do I have to work for you guys?
To earn your food, that's it.
Little Hella, that's not the right description.
Korryn lowers her hat brim slightly, her expression mysterious.
Do you think we'd pay you?
No.
So it's not labor, it's more like a slave.
Exactly. Since there's no pay, you aren't working for us.
Korryn picks up Hella, unties her, and pushes her into the depot.
From now on, you're a little damsel in distress, captured by the Tuco villains. You're not in a position to refuse. Feel free to surrender anytime.
You bastard! I'll tell the Legion Commander! I'll tell the BBQC! I won't surrender!
Why did she say BBQC instead? The door slams shut, followed by a set of tools thrown in through the window.
Alright. I'll surrender tomorrow and start working for you. Fine, I'll work. What a bunch of idiots. You dare keep Hella hostage? Just wait and see. I'll get back at you all at once.
The curtain fell on the perfect show. Such a fascinating story.
I think she's gonna get closer to them. I got a feeling that's it. Life in Tuco. I was brought here as forced labor, but they treat me surprisingly well. You're part of the family now, I guess.
Whose pain will I uncover here?
I'm not even a slave. You're using me like cattle, bastards.
As it turns out, Tuco does need extra hands desperately. Hella follows Right and toils nonstop from morning till night. Even during the occasional break, Korryn orders her to help out in the kitchen or clean the square.
Damn that bastard Korryn.
Hella grumbles quietly, but doesn't forget to keep an eye on her surroundings. During her work hours, she searches nearly all of Tuco, and she still couldn't find a single trace of those stupid hypercubes. But Hella looks ahead and spots Right squatting and yawning in front of the little depot. A string of keys hangs from his waist, glimmering in the sunlight. This little locked depot is the last spot she needs to investigate.
Mr. Right, are we almost done organizing the big depot?
Once these things are moved to the little depot, we're done. You go rest. I'll handle the rest.
The man waves his hand, motioning her to sit down.
You've been working hard these past few days, Hella. Take a good rest after this. And if anyone asks, just say I let you. Even Korryn won't say a word.
No need. Not that delicate.
It's definitely in that little room. Hella's eyes sparkle even brighter, putting on the look of earnest, sweet girl.
Back when I was in Syndicate, I also did hard labor for food. I've been through it all. Don't worry about me. You've been helping me a lot these days, Mr. Right. I want to help you in return.
Oh, what a sweet thing to say. That's really comforting to hear.
Right takes out a ragged handkerchief from his pocket and dabs the corner of his eye.
What? What's a word for someone who says nice things? Oh, right. What a chatterbox. What a tattletale. What a loudmouth.
Don't. Oh dear. Damn. Oh dear. That is not the right word.
Th- Thanks for the compliment.
Hi, Emfilm. Welcome. I saw someone iPad on Twitter. Yeah, I saw that too. Someone on I think Korean servers who got the iPad. Thud. A lunchbox falls on Wright's head. It's Mira and little Timmy delivering food.
Just bear with it a little bit longer. Next month, I'll get him a dictionary. But I can't guarantee he'll get things right. You've been busy all morning. You must be hungry, right?
I actually gambled everything for the controller. No controller. I guess I'll stick with my old controller. She opens the lunchbox and the aroma of roasted meat wafts over.
This one's for you, Mr. Wright. And Hella, this one's yours.
Hella takes the lunchbox, but little Timmy keeps holding onto the other end. He hesitates for a long time, then pulls something out of his pocket to place on top of the lunchbox.
And this is for you too.
Ah, yeah, because you play on icy. Yeah, you won't use the controller. For me, I like playing on using a controller, so that works for me. It's 2 hypercubes.
I learned how to make this dessert from Mira, and these are hypercubes I got from 3 months of savings. It's not much, but I hope it helps.
He's actually quite nice. Is there no caveats in this? He's not hiding something, isn't he?
Huh? For me?
Timmy nods gently.
I want to apologize for what happened. The day the desert bandits came, you saved me. If it weren't for you, we wouldn't have been able to get rid of them so easily. When the sandstorm came, we couldn't take you with us. And now, it's really, really great that you're okay.
Aww. I don't know. Should we trust these people? They already messed with us once. So I'm not sure if we should trust them. But they seem to be nice. I don't know. Tears well up in his eyes. Hella quickly takes the lunchbox and stuffs the hypercubes into her pocket.
It was just a few pesky bandits. Nothing that would have killed me. Don't worry about it.
You spend the rest on the separate BP, I see. Well, did you get the BP or no?
I accept your apology. Stop looking so sad. People at the market don't like doing business with crybabies. But this is all you were able to buy after 3 months of work? Are prices in White Sands that high?
Yeah, they don't have good supply. I mean, regular supplies here, so I guess, yeah. The supplies are bad in this place, so it's expensive. I only got 90 crystals. Yeah, I think that's what I got also. Crystals. Oh well, it is what it is. Luck is not on our side. Someone won a BP. That's good.
Yeah, hypercubes are really expensive. Hiro, if you want to make big money, you've got to hustle harder.
If you want to grow tall, you should eat well and on time. You too as well. Don't forget to get some rest after all the work.
Yes, Mom. After that, Mira and little Timmy say their goodbyes and leave. Hella finishes her lunch quickly and volunteers to clean the little depot. She uses sweet words like the early bird catches the worm and kids clean faster to make Wright unlock the depot door. The little depot is not the splendid treasure trove that Hella had imagined. Amidst all the dust, there are just some old furniture in the big box that the Tuco folks had tried to flee with.
Huh? Why does that box look familiar?
Oh, that's the one we snatched from the desert bandits.
Luck should run out by now. Yeah, that's just it. Luck comes and goes. You can only pray and hope. Just as expected, the hypercubes are here.
What a big box. There must be quite a few treasures in there, right?
We're not even sure if what's inside are hypercubes.
With the prices here, even if it's only half filled with hypercubes, it'll be enough to get you all to this city.
Yeah, right. I got to admit, we really got lucky this time. This box really does have some good stuff inside. It's just a small bag that takes up less than a tenth of the box. But it's definitely something. Tuco has a lot of old folks and kids. But if we have this kind of luck a few more times, we won't have to worry about the next sandstorm at all. And I, for one, am always the luckiest in Tuco!
After a burst of proud laughter, the smile on his face fades a little. He looks at Hella with a complex expression.
But no matter our situation, we really shouldn't have dragged a little girl like you into this.
Oh, so they actually have conscience.
Little Timmy said you're a good girl who helped us a lot. And you're just a child. Look at me. I'm a full-grown man. And not even as clear-headed as a kid. Silly me.
Mr. Wright, we're such close friends already. Do you really have to do all this bowing and apologizing too?
It doesn't matter if we're friends or not. It's the right thing to do. Just save those Tuco folks and beat those desert bandits to a pulp. I have to thank you properly.
It's supposed to be pulp, but okay, we understood. That's fine. The middle-aged man always misuses words, rummages through his pocket, and puts a paper-wrapped snack on her hand.
But the sandstorms are coming more frequently and supplies are getting more expensive. Ultimately, it's because I haven't been a good sheriff for Tuco. Otherwise, Korryn wouldn't have to go out hunting for hypercubes everywhere, and you wouldn't have been dragged into this. Hella, if you want to blame someone, blame me. But Korryn is a good lass. So good. She's dragged down only because of our weakness.
Really? I wonder what's her backstory. Korryn's backstory, I mean.
Weakness.
Weakness. That resounds through Hella. Because she left MBCC because she thinks she needs to be stronger. Ah, wait, I didn't read that. The syndicate girl lowers her head, looking at the snack on her hand. The lunchbox's Mira sends are always filled to the brim. Abuela Susan specially wove her a sun hat, and Maggie nonchalantly passes by the depot with a cold drink at least 3 times a day. Oh, they're one big family in here. As for Korryn, she sometimes suddenly pops up at her workplace, spooks her with Sheriff the Lizard, then leaves some snacks and disappears. The wind lifts Hella's hair from behind and cools her hot, sticky neck.
She's not weak at all. She's a big liar. I, Hella, trusted her with all my heart, but she deceived and used me. Revenge must be taken. I never forgive.
Oh dear, honey. Someone should teach you that revenge don't bode well for anyone.
Only half of what she says is true. And I'm the only one in town who can tell which half. I can tell Korryn really likes you.
Yeah, I think her motherly instinct really kicked in when she saw Hella.
Enough! Don't you know that no one likes sugarcoating? Enough of this topic!
A stronger gust of wind smacks the girl's back, making her stagger forward.
Why is the wind getting stronger? It's just like a few days ago.
Is there tides of ashes again? He turns her head, and her complaint gets stuck in her throat. Oh, on the horizon, a massive storm rolls in like a tidal wave, blotting out the sky.
Oh no! It's a sandstorm!
Oh god. Dropping the lunchbox, Wright grabs Hella and starts running.
Go to the square! Meet up with the others!
Oh god, they were having a moment! And suddenly there's a fucking sandstorm, bro. Before a disaster, all are equal.
I already know the other side's plan.
That's
at the back
true.
of my hand.
If there's a disaster, everyone is equal. everyone gets to die eventually, I guess, if there's a disaster. Either you are a rich person or not. Hella dashes towards the square, her heart pounding as if it's about to leap out of her chest.
There's only one car, and it can fit at most 5, no, 8 people? I need to get them out. What do I do? What do I do?
She's such a good kid. She's saying, I must exact revenge, and then in one moment, she's trying to help them up. In her head, plans pop up and then get rolled out one after another. The square finally comes into view. She sees the figure in the center.
Everyone, follow me back inside!
Timmy calls out to the townsfolk, guiding them towards the town hall.
Don't worry, I'll be guarding the door. If any monsters come in, I'll protect you. Maggie and Korryn are both outside. We'll be fine.
He yells with all his might, but his voice gets drowned out by the fierce wind. Mira kneels on the sand-covered ground, prying open a sharp trap with her hands. Her face no longer bears her trademark smile.
There's a hole in the northern wall that we built earlier. If it's not patched up, something might get in.
Uh-oh.
Korryn has already gone to the main gate. She probably can't handle it alone. We need to seal the side gate first, and then go help.
Understood. I'll go right away.
Right pants from all the running. His throat is hoarse and he can't stop coughing. He finally staggers to a stop in front of the town hall.
Mira, I'll go with you.
My god, this dude is skinny. And he's coughing. Is he sick? Does he have like tuberculosis or something?
Mr. Wright! No, you can't go. Not when you're this sick.
Oh, I knew it.
I'm fine. You guys go back. It's just a cough. It's not like I have a broken leg. I can still fight those monsters. Timmy, let go of me. Ah!
A strong force pushes both of them through the door. Hella blocks the door and uses a wooden pole to bar the town hall entrance.
If you're sick, don't try to be tough. I won't let any sickly folks or liars be the hero. I'm gonna go fight this sandstorm. Just wait for my victorious return.
Damn. Oh, we really raised her well. Just stay safe, Hella, okay? Stay safe.
Execution time.
Oh, someone will go in front. Oh boy.
We won.
Thanks to the hard work of Hela and the townsfolk, the monster that came with the sandstorm all got driven away. The wind weakens and the tide of monsters starts to retreat. Hela sighs in relief, failing to notice a straggler lunging from behind. Oh no! Thank goodness Korryn is there to save her. The sand beast's body topples to the ground. Hela, still shaken, looks back to see the bounty hunter's smoking gun. Korryn spins the gun handle flamboyantly and blows a kiss to the young girl. Hela can't hear her words, but reads her lips. See, I stuck around to fight with you this time, didn't I? That silver-tongued devil. The next moment, Hela suddenly feels weightless and her view rises. Someone has lifted her up and she's surrounded by cheers. cheering in celebration of their victory against the sandstorm. The townspeople of Tuco surround Hela and hold her up, ready to have a feast. At the edge of the crowd, Wright huffs as he drags over the box from the little depot. He opens the box, and blue hypercube light quickly spreads to dispel the remaining contamination in the town.
Hey, big hero. Why the long face? We just won a hard battle. Why not crack a smile?
A pair of hands rescues Hela from the crowd's embrace. It's Korryn.
Don't you realize that I just saw all the hypercubes you guys stashed away?
She takes a moment to process the words, then pats Hela on the head with a smile.
No worries. We've been in the same boat for quite a while now.
The crowd is already cheering and celebrating. Mira collects the remaining hypercubes and takes the box back to the motel, storing it in a hidden compartment behind the counter. They did everything out in the open, making no effort to hide it from Hela. The people of Tuco already see her as one of their own. Korryn ruffles Hela's hair once more. Now, I hope Hela doesn't really snitch on them, please. They've become her family. No more revenge plot, okay, Hela? Korryn ruffles Hela's hair once more.
Let's go to the celebration banquet. They're gonna show off their cooking skills today. If we don't hurry, we won't get any food.
Cooking skills today. I hope we don't get food poison. Hela doesn't respond, but just silently follows along towards Tuco Motel.
The curtain fell on the perfect show. Such a fascinating story.
Tit for tat. Probably this is the last one for this batch. Some thinking an eye for an eye, others seek to destroy it all. Which are you, Hela?
Whose pain will I uncover here?
The bonfire is dying down, and the feast is nearing its end. Wooden beer mugs lie toppled across the square, along with the townspeople who have drunk themselves into a stupor. Korryn lies slumped next to a barrel, her hat pulled over her face, deep asleep. A figure sneaks up, cautiously poking Korryn.
Hey, Korryn. You big liar. Big jerk. Are you in there?
She stops and waits for a while, but there's no response. Hela is the only one still sober in the square. She had already tied up all the other drunk townsfolk, rendering them unable to fight. Girl, what are you doing? Don't do that. You're gonna break everyone's heart. Hela quietly takes out a rope, looping it left and right. After finishing, she looks up and sees a pair of crystal clear eyes.
Sheriff. Oh, how are you climbing so fast? Wait for me.
What? Luckily, it's just drunken rambling. Judging by the situation, the woman didn't even recognize the girl in front of her and thought that Hela was her pet lizard. Hela tightens the rope, tying Korryn to the post in the center of the square. She stands up but doesn't immediately take action. Girl, don't do this. You're gonna regret this. She looks down at the dazed woman in front of her, thinks for a moment, then turns and walks towards the motel. Skillfully walking behind the counter, Hela mimics Mira's actions, fiddling among the bottles and jars. She triggers a mechanism and a trapdoor opens, revealing an old box inside. As she gently opens it, blue fluorescent light shines out from the box. Little blue crystal pile in the corner of the box. They're hypercubes, perhaps partially consumed from the afternoon. Only a small amount remains. Girl, they used that to survive this place, and you're taking that away from them? Hela's hand reaches for the box, but stops midway.
The Outlanders like sinners. They probably see your value.
But the sandstorms are coming more frequently and supplies are getting more expensive. Ultimately, it's because I haven't been a good sheriff for Tuco. Otherwise, Korryn wouldn't have to go out hunting for hypercubes everywhere, and you wouldn't have been dragged into this.
Girl, you know they were just trying to survive, right? Don't do this to them.
No worries. We've been in the same boat for quite a while now.
A little mouse scurries down the rafters, jumps onto the counter, and grabs a piece of bread. It turns to run, but locks eyes with Hella behind the counter. The mouse is clearly startled. It freezes with the bread in its grasp, fearing the wrath of the giant in front of it. That's like an analogy of what this town's people are like, huh? A-rats trying to survive with freaking scraps. But nothing happens. The little mouse seizes the opportunity and quickly scurries back into the shadows. Returning to the square, the townspeople of Tuco are still lying around in drunken stupor.
Sophia! Sophia! Don't leave me, Sophia! What am I going to do without you?
They look so adorable. They look so drunk.
Gakuto, pick me up. So good. More.
Girl, what are you dreaming about? That sounds so sus. Korryn groggily opens her eyes and spots the person in front of her.
Little Hella! How come there's 1, 2, 3 little Hella's spinning around? Come here. Right, found a new treasure. Let's go get it together.
She looks adorable, drunk.
You want to recruit someone from an enemy organization? You must really be drunk. You lied to me, used me, and almost got me buried alive in White Sands. I haven't settled these scores yet. Hella never forgives. Don't think you can buy me off with a meal.
Aww.
So now...
What are you planning?
oh, that tickles.
What are you doing? What are you doing to Korryn? Ah, okay. This is wholesome. Hella weaves a marker back and forth, leaving doodles all over their faces. Then, clasping her hands, she finally flashes a satisfied grin.
Revenge is served. This is the punishment you get for crossing the great Hella. Think about what you've done. Now that I've taken my revenge, I'm out. Bye-bye.
I'm so glad that her revenge is only like that. Hella steers the small sand ship she stole from Tuco towards the transport route. The wanted posters from the Tuco townsfolk flutter beside her hand. The rear view mirror reflects the little town behind her. Across the darkness of White Sands, only Tuco twinkles with some lights. They're small, but warm.
Mice might steal, be dirty and smelly, and only care about saving their own skin. But in the end, they just want to survive.
Exactly.
Tuco isn't a bad place.
Got weapon early. Congrats!
Blech. I've stopped hating you guys for a long time now. Next time... Forget it! We better not meet again. Bye-bye, liars. No matter where you go or how hard things get, be kind, and survive.
You're gonna miss them, Hella, I bet. She looks up at the sky, feeling a sense of openness in her heart. The stars above are no longer obscured by the yellow sands, and the shimmering star trails are clearly visible. One streaks across the night sky, getting closer and closer. Then, a missile hits Tuco, turning it into a sea of flames. What in the actual fuck? It got freaking nuked.
What?
Hella has no time to react. Suddenly, a male voice rings in her ear.
Thank you for your help, Miss Hella. You did well.
Oh my god! You just killed him, girl!
It's you? Why? Weren't you supposed to wait for my signal?
It is not their fault! They didn't steal that from Nirvana.
I just finished investigating. There are many things that are still unclear. Those folks are actually...
They don't care, Hella. They don't fucking care. She suddenly realizes something.
Wait. How do you know about my situation? How are you able to talk to me?
There's no one near the sand ship, nor any other equipment that can broadcast. Yet Scotch's voice is coming directly into Hella's ear.
Thanks to the time you bought, the missile from our ship was able to pinpoint Tuco's exact location.
Oh my god.
You gained their trust faster than I expected. And even found where they stored the hypercubes. Why didn't you continue the mission? Ran into trouble? No worries. We'll clean things up.
Oh god. Hella, these are the people that deserved your wrath.
You've been watching me. What the hell did you put in my body?
Scotch sneers softly. The one's kind voice becomes ice cold.
Aren't sinners so impressive? I've seen the bit on your file about your ability.
Oh
Healing
my god.
regeneration. Even if a tracker is implanted, you will heal perfectly without leaving a trace.
Oh my fucking god. They cut her up and inserted a fucking tracker on her? These assholes. Hella quickly touches her ear, and indeed feels an unusually shaped bump under the skin.
You trust your partners a lot. That's good. Pleasure working with you, Miss Sinner.
How dare you? You bastards!
This is quite painful. She got used twice in this event, man. Hella's voice shakes as countless emotions turn into rage and fury. She rushes towards the Tuco firestorm in a frenzy. I don't know if they're still alive after getting nuked like that.
A safe journey!
The desert night wind is biting cold. The Pitsu's townsfolk of Tuco have nowhere to flee and can only hide in rocky crevices. A wounded Wright is surrounded by many townsfolk, his face devoid of color. Many are injured, some are crying, and some are quietly comforting others. Hella can't hear anything clearly. She sits away from the crowd, head down, face buried in her knees. Now she's gonna blame herself. Damn. I guess this is really the consequences of your actions. Someone comes over and sits next to Hella. Without speaking, she places a cup of hot milk down, then silently treats Hella's wounds. The wounds on her ear is almost healed, with only some half-dried bloodstains left. Looking down, Hella's fist is clenched so tightly that small trails of blood seep out.
Let go, Hella. This must hurt.
Give the meds to someone else. I don't need them. These little scratches will heal in a few minutes.
Yeah, I know.
She slowly pries open Hella's clenched fist. Fragments of a tracker are embedded in her palm, preventing the cuts from healing. Korryn stays silent as she helps remove them.
Aren't you gonna ask what this is? Aren't you gonna ask how they found this place? Why I left? Or why I'm here? You know everything. Why aren't you blaming me?
Because she understands what you're going through.
It's all my fault. Those bastards blew up the town because of me. I led them here. And now you've all suffered! You left your hypercubes back in the town. Another sandstorm will come again soon. What the hell are you gonna do? Say something. Yell at me, hit me, it's all my fault!
Tears blur Hella's eyes from seeing the person beside her, but she feels a hand gently patting her head. Then a warm cup of milk is pressed into her hand.
Actually, I've got milk in my cup too. I happened to see a little mouse who screamed for revenge, but who then just stared at the hypercubes for ages before running off after drawing silly faces. Where do you think you are? This is Tuco, a scammer's den. We saw right through your little tricks. As for why no one blew the lid off, it's not every day we meet such a charming little girl. Of course we want her to stay a bit longer, right?
Aww, I love them.
Tuco's just a small town. There's nothing here to make you stay. If we just said we like you and admire you, you'd have bolted ages ago, right?
That's true.
So, we had to rely on trickery. We're all deceiving each other. It's 50-50, fair and square.
At least they're honest that I'm gonna deceive you, but that's what everyone does anyway.
But because of me, the whole town was destroyed. Even Mr. Right is...
But you also saved us from the town. You rushed back again and again to retrieve things, even when your power couldn't keep up with how fast you were getting hurt. That's why your wounds haven't healed yet.
A cotton ball gently wipes the blood off Hella's hand. Then a bandage is applied on the wound.
In White Sands, you'll meet all sorts of people. To survive, you've got to stay clear-eyed and see them for who they are. So,
Korryn ties a crook bow on Hella's hand and then ruffles her hair.
We didn't trust the wrong person.
Aww! My heart. She's so pretty in this CG, man.
Maybe you're not strong enough now, and will make many mistakes. But that's okay. You have plenty of time. One day you'll grow up and become strong enough to face any challenge. Don't rush, and don't feel sad about it. Hella is the best girl in the world, the toughest little mouse. No one can say otherwise.
Yes, Mom. She's such... I didn't expect her to be like a mom character. Hella lowers her head, finally unable to hold back her tears. Regret, guilt, and indescribable bitterness. Uncontrollable emotions well up, spilling out as tears that wet her hands and dripped into the glass of milk in front of her. This time, Korryn doesn't try to stop Hela from crying. She gently strokes Hela's back and helps her to stand up again. Not far away, the Tuco folks gather to hold the ceremony. Wright's body is placed in a wooden boat. In White Sands, there are no fresh flowers, so people weave tumbleweed branches into wreaths and place them on boats accompanying the dead. The frail man is covered in ash, wounds, and burns. With the wreaths hiding the scars, his face looks unexpectedly peaceful.
Right. Wasn't in the best shape. And had to rely on his lock-picking skills to get by. Every time his enemies chased him, it nearly cost him his life. In the end, he couldn't take it anymore, so he stole those fancy clothes to wear.
So he's not really a sheriff, I see.
That's how it is in the White Sands. Resources are scarce, so everyone else is an enemy. But even hypercubes won't necessarily keep you safe. Everyone has to keep fighting to survive. Even if you hadn't come, things would still turn out the same. But we're never afraid of that. We're only afraid of living on freely, or dying with no one caring. He's already luckier than most people in White Sands to have lived happily to this age. He loved to joke about it himself, and surely wouldn't want you to be sad for him. He always liked you, and would definitely be happy to see you safe and sound. Go on, take a wreath and say goodbye to him.
People step forward one by one to whisper their farewells to Wright. There's no crying, only blessings. The starlight spills from the sky, illuminating the sand and turning the ground into a sea of stars. The wooden boat drifts forward with a quicksand, entering the river of starlight. Behind, Maggie starts playing her vuela again. The melody, combined with the crowd's blessings, forms a unique rhythm. Congratulations for witnessing the most magnificent desert sunset. Congratulations for keeping the most genuine smile in these times. Thank you. Your paths will guide our way forward. Your soul will ignite hope for life in White Sands. Thank you. We will keep telling your story and bless your rebirth.
Thank you for living so brilliantly.
Korryn gently wipes away Hela's tears and places more dried wreaths in her palm.
Now that you're one of us, want to say a blessing?
Wright's little boat sails toward White Sands, getting smaller and smaller amidst the music, before finally merging with the starlight. The vast desert, the Milky Way, the simple blessings, and the outlanders singing. Hela stays silent for a long time. Before the boat completely disappears, she steps forward and scatters the dry tumbleweed in her hands towards the sea of stars.
Thanks for trusting me and protecting me. I don't know how to say goodbye in the Tuco way, but...
The sky begins to brighten, and dawn pierces through the darkness. Hela lifts her head, her tears not yet dry, but her gaze resolute.
If someone bullies you, hit him back hard. I'll get revenge for you the Syndicate way.
Beside Hela, Korryn puts her hat back on and flashes a smile.
I'll be looking forward to it, my Syndicate friend.
My work here is done. I wish you good luck.
Damn. Oh, okay. I'll stop here. I'll do this part. I think might be the finale. I'm not sure, but there might be part 3 and 4. So we'll just work on that on probably the weekend. But so far, the story is really good. And I'm surprised the chief isn't here to get kidnapped. So far, so good. Now I need to go to Honkai.
There you are, finally!